Good afternoon, everyone, or early evening if you're over in the EU time zones. And welcome in to the weekly recap show for the OFL. Uh, I have two co hosts with me today, Khornight and Galentio, both from the EU, so feel free to say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
No Ethelred this week because
Yep.
he got beaten by Galentio, so we've replaced him.
Yep. We've given him the week off to contemplate the follies of his play against Galentio.
Mm-hmm.
It's a merit-based society.
So anyway, welcome in everybody. Seems like we had quite a few people enjoyed the first episode, and I know watched it after the fact on the YouTubes once I got it up there. So hopefully now that more coaches know we are doing this, we'll get a few more getting in and watching the live show. But we will be recording it as well and putting it up on YouTube again like we did the last one. So welcome in, and we are going to do basically the same format we did last week, but we're going to do I see Ethelred is in the chat watching. How you doing, Ethel? Glad to see you are at least watching, since you can't be on with the co-host. He is busy with real life stuff. Joking aside.
No, we fired him. That's the reason.
Yeah. And Festoon, welcome in. Glad to see you on and watching. As I was starting to say, we are going to follow the same format. We're basically going to go over the AFC and NFC really quick, just a quick recap of the results from the current week, from those that have been played. And then I think what we're going to do is maybe pick what we thought was the best matchup and just kind of review that game. Just the stats of it. We're not going to actually watch the game or anything of that nature. So we'll do that. We'll make those conferences be pretty quick, maybe like a 15-minute review. And then the other two where we're involved will be a little more in-depth in those. So
mostly more in depth because we'll be talking about our own games.
Yeah, our own games and our own teams. Exactly. All right, so the AFC looks like every match has been played, so that is good. And currently, at the top of the division is Calderak, Dakaz, and Manile are in first, second, and third. I don't know if any of those guys actually played each other. Let's see. Nope, Manile played Mamutus. Doc played. Yeah, so they didn't play each other. So that's fine. We'll just go over the quick results. Oh, go ahead.
Cal and Manile drew with each other in match day one, so they have played each other, but not this week.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, so it looks like Callus Rael, the Warpstone Warriors, I want to say they were Underworld. If I remember right. Yes, they're Underworld. It looks like they won 2-0 over the Lizards of Nomen Nescio.
It's confusing having Callus and Cal in the same division.
Yeah. It is. They're very similar, correct. So that looks like to be a very good win for the Underworld there, beating the Lizards. Not sure if that was a dicing or if he just had the more timely dice go his way when he needed it. But
I mean, there's always that thing of stunty against stunty where the Underworld don't want to engage with the Saurus anyway, right? So they'll have been going for the ball and trying to get it away. So.
Yep. So that's a very good result for the Underworld, in my opinion. We had a Calderak going up against Bugman. Bugman's playing Chaos Chosen, I believe. Yes, Chosen. And I know he has posted in the Discord that he's had a pretty rough start. Lost a couple of key players. But I believe his killer is still alive and kicking, so never out with Chaos when you got a good killer. And the free agents always make it easier to recover more quickly than normal. But Calderak with his Necro take the win there, 2-0, and Cal takes a controlling lead in the division as he is in first place by himself.
Is it two points for a win and 1 point for a draw, or is it 3 points for a win and 1 point?
No, in this league it is. I believe it's 1 point for a win and a half a point for a draw.
Yeah. So And that's basically the same as 2-1 though, right?
Yeah. Let me just verify that. It's been a while since I looked at it, but I'm pretty
no,
certain.
I think you're right. I remember that.
Yep, that's what it is.
Everyone being on a half point.
Yep, 1 point for a win and a half point for a draw. That's exactly what it is. So, yes, Calderak is in first place there. The next matchup looks like Elaricia's Vampires won 2-1 over the Undead of Squirm. Looks like that might have been a pretty good game. Mamudis's Amazons lost 0-1 to Manile and his Nurgle. That's a baby Nurgle team as well, no free agents. So, a very good result for Nurgle against Amazon there. It's not a favorable matchup, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's horrible. Well, everyone at this TV against Sons is kind of bad, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, I think Mamudis has a couple of nice free agent ladies on his roster, if I remember right.
Oh, he's gone for a free agent thrower, which I'm not an enormous. Wait, it looks like he's gone for 2 free agent throwers.
Hold on.
Both his throwers have. Oh no! Sorry, they just have a lot of built-in skills. Ignore me. Maybe he actually
he
leveled
has
up one of his throwers already.
Medea is the thrower that's a free agent.
Okay, yeah.
And then he's got a line woman named Eve and a line woman named Maya Flint are both free agents.
Yeah, that's all the skills on his team at the moment as well.
Yep. After that, we have Vivo and his Orcs take the win 1-0 over the Blue Mountain State Goats of Nicholas. I'm
Corn.
Think that it's Corn. Okay, I couldn't remember if that was Corn or Renegade. And then the last game, Doc Oz takes the 2-0 win over Lloyd White. I believe Lloyd is Dark Elves, and Doc Oz is the Renegade team. Okay, so a good win for the Renegades there, 2-1. So let's come over here real quick, and actually I haven't updated the standings there, so we'll just look at the rankings here in game. I'll do that next time. I'll be sure to update the standings as best I can before we start the show. But you can see here the points won't be the same, but it's basically the same order.
But if there are games that haven't been played yet, you can't do the points anyway, right?
Yeah. Well, I can update the ones that have been played, but it won't be exact. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But in this case, Calderak is in first place with Doc Oz clearly in second and Manile clearly in third. And then we get the nice log jam after that. Again, this is still pretty early, so only 3 weeks played. So coaches will start spreading out a little bit more as we progress through, because this is a 14-week season. But that is what has happened this week. Now, unfortunately, we can't see the next week's matchups in game, but we can.
Would you like me to read it off Nuffle, or are you going to show Nuffle?
Yeah, I just pulled Nuffle over to show it. So next week's matchups we have.
Give me just 30 seconds. I might have screwed up Nuffle.
What?
Oh boy, Galentio.
Not screwed up entirely, but I'm just running the thingy. Please Galentio is very important to us.
Yeah, messing with Nuffle while we're in the middle of our show. Oh boy.
Was it show related by chance? Did you go, I can make a script?
No, just you can show it, but wait a second, it's compiling. The keyword for the program is doing nothing.
Well, on the page we're looking at, I already had loaded, so I don't think it should.
Okay, that should be fine. I was improving the league page.
Ah, gotcha. Nice.
And by improving, I mean breaking it.
For those that aren't aware, Galentio is the mastermind behind Nuffle XYZ that a lot of leagues
should be safe. Should be safe now. If you want to see a preview from the league page, you can see it now, I guess.
Okay. Well, so we'll say real quick while he's on, thank you very much for this amazing site and tool. It does a really good job of for custom private leagues, being able to see all the stuff that's going on, and he also runs it for the official Champions Ladder and Arena leagues and things of that nature. So,
and about $1,000 leagues.
Yeah, yep, lots of leagues
We're
using
only
it now.
I forget the number. It's so big nowadays. It used to be just for
it's
ladder.
over 500, right? So it's
526.
Nice, nice. So yeah,
And growing.
much thanks to Galentio for all the hard work he does on this.
Yeah.
And yep, big thanks to Galentio. Definitely festoon. Sophiana, hi, welcome in.
I regret it every day.
And Scully, welcome in to you as well. Yeah, but it's got to feel kind of gratifying to know that something you created is being used by so many people in the community, right? At least I would imagine it is.
Before I was doing the proxy, it was being used by 50,000 Chinese bots.
Nice.
Almost broke the website also.
All right. Do you have things ready on your end, Khornight, to start recording? The picks.
Yep, ready and thingy.
Ethel, we are going to do like we did in OCC. We're going to start making picks for each of the division for the upcoming week and keep track of them. So if you want to type out who your pick is, we can get those documented. Or if you just want to send them to us in Discord, one way or the other, we can get yours documented. That way you're not a week behind us. For the AFC, the first matchup we have is Kalis Real and Bugman. Kalis is playing the Underworld, and Bugman is playing the Chaos Chosen. So we can take turns and switch like we do.
This is where it's going to take a while, isn't it? Because we're all going to want to have a look at the teams and go, well,
yeah.
Low TV. I think I prefer Underworld.
Yeah. So the Underworld, we can just do a quick look at it. The Underworld is.
Did they gutter get MNG? Because I saw that.
Yeah.
Nuffle.
The Underworld is at 975, and the Chaos Chosen are at 830. So just current TV, it looks like 145 difference. The Underworld looks like they are missing the Gutter Runner only, so he's got a full roster besides that. I have that open on my screen, by the way, in Nuffle. So it looks like his roster's pretty solid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I mean, missing the gutter is quite a big thing to be missing, though, right?
Looks like he's still going to have 13 players, though. So his TV is set at the 975. For the Chosen, looks like they're missing a couple of players. Their Minotaur is missing, and their Tackle Mighty Blow Killer Beastman's missing, so he's going to have all rookies. Looks like he's only got 3 blockers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Beastmen. So 9. So he'll have 2 Loner Beastmen, which is another 120, which would put him at 950. So it looks like 25k difference in inducements. Yeah, with the Chosen missing the Minotaur and his big Killer Beastman that could handle some of all the dodge that the Underworld have. I have a feeling this is going to be an ugly one for the Chosen.
It should be. I mean, it's at this TV, you would favor the Underworld, right?
Yeah. And I think that's who I'm going to go. I was going to go with the Underworld before I saw that, but I'm definitely going to go with them now. So I'll definitely go with Kalis.
Cool.
Ethel says he's going to use the randomizer.
Because it ends up being
better than what he would do if he normally picks.
Better than his actual beliefs, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna go for a draw. I think the Chaos can hold a draw, and also that means we're not all the same.
Yeah.
Oh, Ethel got draw out of the randomizer as well.
Okay.
Galentio?
Yeah, depends a lot on if the Chaos can do the Kazas, but it's like I'm 60% to Skaven, 40% to Chaos. But I think the Skaven have a slight advantage while the Chaos don't have many skills.
Yeah.
Many developers.
Or in fact, zero skills.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going with the Underworld then?
So 2 Underworld, 2 draws.
Yep. All right, next matchup
one.
is the the vampires of Elaricia and the lizards of Nomen Nescio. Let's see here. The lizards of Nomen are at 1050, and the Amazons, they are both tied with a win only and 2 losses. Amazons are at 990, so that's a difference of 60, depending on how the rosters look. Looks like the lizards are only going to be missing a rookie source, so they'll still have... do they only have 5 source? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they only have 5 source. So they're going to have 4 source for this game, and the Crocs. And nobody's leveled, so all still rookies. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He'll have an 11-man roster exactly. So not a good matchup for the lizards here in this one, going against Amazons with no skill ups on the lizards. The tail from the Crocs could potentially cause a little havoc, but I don't know that it's going to be enough to overcome the lack of skills. And then the Amazons of...
Wait. I think you're mixing up your games. So it's the lizards against the vampires.
Yep, the vampires. I keep saying Amazons. You're right. It's the vampires of Elaricia.
And the vampires are down to 2 throwers and 1 runner.
Oh, yeah. Their roster's
7
beat up, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're missing they're missing a blitzer, their blitzer, and they're missing a thrall. So they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they'll have 2 rookie thralls, or loner thralls, for an extra 80K. Yeah, it's a little bit of a depleted roster, but they do have a couple of free agent thralls, it looks like. Or maybe one of them just leveled and they took a skill. One is Sure Hands and one is Pro. I haven't looked at the vampire rosters very much. He's got a move boosted vampire runner. I believe that runner actually boomed on a scout flag, if I remember correctly.
So it's an A scout.
Yeah, that was an A scout, and he got the move, I believe. I could always go look at the...
He's got movement up and sprint, which is an interesting choice.
Yep. So definitely making the runner very, very...
it's literally as fast as any player can be.
Nimble and moving around. Basically a strength 3 gutter runner, more or less.
Without dodge. I'd have definitely taken dodge before I took sprint.
I think so too. I think I would have too, yeah, definitely. Let's see, his blitzer who's missing is also level 2 with tackle. His thrower is block, level 2. And then his other thrower, I believe that thrower was a free agent.
I assume so. In fact, he's got 3 skills.
Since they're level 4,
yeah.
I doubt he's gotten that many level ups in 2 games, 3 games. So that is a nice looking thrower. Interesting that he's running with 2 throwers.
Oh, the throwers are like the best vampires.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Because they only bloodlust in the 2+. They're kind of better than the blitzers.
Gotcha.
So when you're starting out, most people tend to start out with usually 2 throwers and 2 runners and maybe a blitzer and maybe not a blitzer. Gotcha. Everyone takes all the throwers.
Gotcha. Okay. I haven't really dug deep into the new roster to be able to have a good idea of what to do on them.
I mean, the throwers are the most like the old good vamps, right?
Gotcha.
So you need your runners. Runners are great because they're the speed, and speed is what makes a team so much better than it used to be, I think. But the throwers are strength 4 and hypnoing on, and bloodlusting on 2+, and then hypnoing on 2+.
Gotcha.
Whereas the blitzers hypnoing on, having to do a bloodlust 3+ makes it slightly more dangerous.
Yep. Okay. Well, I don't know a whole lot about. So this guy's going to have 2 extra loners, which would be 80K. So he'll be at 1110.
Yep.
And the lizards were at 1050. So it'll be 60K to the lizards in inducements.
It has to be okay, right?
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Nomen Nescio as far as a coach. Elaricia is a good coach. They've been in several leagues that I've been in before, so I know they're a pretty decent coach. So yeah, take with that what you will. Khornight, you want to pick first here?
I mean, I think this game is either going to be, a massive win for the Vampires, or like 1-0 to the Lizards or something, right? Or 2-0 possibly even to the Lizards. I don't think the Vampire one-turner, as Ofiana has described it, is a great strategy, because you've got a lot of dice to roll anyway with one-turners, and then adding in Bloodlust is just scary. Although it definitely is helped by having a Juggernaut player, I guess. But yeah, I'll go for the Vampires just because I like Vampires. And Ethelred's already gone for the home team.
Yep.
Which is the Lizards.
The Lizards, okay.
Yep.
Galentio?
I think it's very flip coiny. I think the Vampires will win easily, or the Lizards will just bash out the remaining Vampires, because 3 Vampires against Lizards is not much.
Yeah.
The main advantage of Vampires against Lizards is that they can simply gaze the cage and go for the juicy strength 2 ball carry.
Yep.
I'm still gonna vote Vampires because
they're fun.
I think honestly, I think the Vampires probably win, just because I know that Elaricia is a decent coach, but I have a feeling that the Lizards may make this interesting if they can get some of them thralls off the pitch. So I think I'm going to actually go a draw here and just be different than everybody else.
Yep.
If I was the Lizards, I would go against. I would go after the Vampires, not the Trolls, because they have so little vampires that removing one of them vampire just becomes a human lineman.
It makes it really bad for the Vampires. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, even starting with just 3 is kind of is not enough. 4 is a good number.
Yep, I agree. All right, the next one is Kaldarak, who is in the lead with his Necro against Mammutus and his Amazons. I get the Amazons right this time. So Mammutus' Amazons are at 990, and Kaldarak's Necro are at 1270. That's quite a big difference. We're looking at 280, depending on how the rosters look. So let's look at the Amazons first, because I have a feeling they might be missing. Nope, they're not missing anybody.
Yeah, they are. They're missing a lineman, but they have also.
Oh, it's not showing. So it's not showing in.
I was also going to say I think he's changed his team since it was updated. So he's got.
Yeah, I have a small bug on the website where teams sometimes don't refresh properly. Still investigating that one.
Okay.
But yeah, he's on 10 players this game, and he is 11-1-1, so he's going to be on 160. So 11.
Gotcha.
1,100,000.
Okay. So looks like he's still level 1 across the board, so no free agents at this point. Or there's something going on with this roster. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, no, he does.
He's got 3 free agents.
He's still got his 3 free agents. One of the throwers has block and sure hands and 2 linemen.
Yeah.
One has full fend, and the other has block, kick, trip.
Yep. I just pulled this roster up in game so we could look at it there.
Yeah.
So yeah. Definitely looks a lot different than what it does on the Nuffle site. So let's do this here. Let's pull this back over out of the way. There we go. All right, so yeah, Amazon team looks pretty good. Yeah, and they're playing Callus and his Necro, or Kaldarak, sorry, and his Necro. And looks like he is missing a zombie, which is no big deal to him. He'll still have a 12-man roster. Both fleshies are rookies. He's got a block ghoul and a wrestle ghoul, a couple of block werewolves, and then everybody else is rookie. 2 wraiths and then a bunch of zombies. So pretty cookie cutter loadout of the Necro so far. Yeah, this is
and he definitely doesn't have enough money to start a bid war against me for the werewolf I wanted to buy.
No. Your wolf is yours for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, cool, I know.
We'll get that
Just
process today.
occurred to me when I was looking at it.
Yep. So yeah, that's the matchup we got.
Mm-hmm.
Galentio, you get to go first this time.
I'm gonna vote Amazons. Early Necro against Amazons struggle a lot.
Yep, I agree.
Anything early struggles a lot against Amazons if you're not dwarves, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean they should do, but Mamoudz's record so far is 2 losses and a win,
and
right?
a win. Yep. And
maybe he's just been very unlucky.
Yep. Ethel's going draw.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both good coaches. I know Caldrac's a very good coach, and so far his record is proving that out in the short start to the season. So I think I'm going to give the slight advantage to Caldrac in this one with the Necro. So I'll go with Cal.
Yeah, me too. Necro for me, both based on knowing Cal's a good coach. I do think Necro are a pretty good team against Zons. Like you don't need to hit everything, and the things when you do want to hit, you've got Frenzy.
So yeah, and you got plenty of
few hits.
You got plenty of block to give you more chances at takedowns, especially against all the rookie line women. So yeah, I definitely think it favors slightly Cal, but again, dice will dice. So if he doesn't get takedowns or breaks, then the Zons can definitely cause trouble.
I think 2/3 of his block is on werewolves, which is a bit scary to be blitzing into packs of Zons with.
Yeah.
But,
well, he's got the 2 race too. They both got block.
Oh yeah, of course I was forgetting the waist.
And then the sidestep will be huge with that as well. But all right, next one is Nicholas and his Khorn against Squirm and his Undead. Nicholas at 1.16 and Squirm is at 1305. So just looking at that, it looks like 145. Let's see what we got here. We do have a miss next game on a lineman for the Khorn, but he will have 11 players, so his TV should be set at 1160. Looks like
he's not asked to fire the armored down lineman.
Not yet. So I don't know that that's necessarily that big a deal. You just throw that's pass down actually. Oh no, yeah, you got an armor down and a pass down. I see the armor down now.
Yeah.
I think you just probably throw him on.
Pass down.
Yeah, just throw him on the line of scrimmage or mark up the people you want to keep marked up, and he kills himself at some point.
No, I'd rather have a loner than him.
I would too, but he also doesn't have any money right now, so maybe he's just waiting until he gets enough money.
Yeah, no Khorn cores or Bloodseekers.
But I'm thinking even when he gets the money, he's replacing the Bloodseekers and the Khorn Gore, or getting more of those. So at this point, you either just leave him to take the hits, or you fire him and take a loner to take the hits.
Yeah.
My OCD doesn't like how this team is ordered.
Why? What's wrong with the order?
Because there's a Bloodseeker at the bottom by himself. It's not up with the others.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
There's one in the middle.
Yeah, they're
hidden. They're surprised. He's actually got all his Bloodseekers.
Yeah, he's just hiding. He's got 3 of the 4. Oh yeah, he's got another one hidden in there too. You're right. He's got all 4.
So it's his secret tactics to hide his Bloodseekers from everyone.
Well, it works because all the frenzy looks the exact same as the lineman.
Yeah.
It got me and you, Khorn Knight. So
yeah.
So all 4 Bloodseekers then. Well, that's something, I guess. And he is running the Blood Spawn. So
okay, I would definitely fire the lineman because you're going to buy a Pestigore at some point.
Yeah.
The next time you have money, and I don't think the armor down is worth keeping for the chance that he might survive long enough to be your bench.
Yeah.
In 2 games' time, when you have the money to buy the Khorn.
Yeah, and going with the loner lineman's a little bit better anyway because the extra armor will help potentially keep him on the pitch a little longer. And let's face it, if you're doing hits with him, this should be the last set of hits anyway, and you're probably not going to be. You're probably just going to be using him for positioning and getting in the way.
Out of interest, Ethel, do you actually know which team away win is, or you're just randoming the three options and taking whatever it is?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because he has put away win, and that is the Khorne team.
No, he's just randoming. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going with the Khorne. Let's look at the other team real quick. That was Squirm and his Undead. So we've got a full roster here of 13, so his TV should be set as well. A couple of mummies. This mummy's a free agent with the block.
Also hiding a ghoul down the bottom of the...
Yeah,
it's a bit
himself.
obvious.
Yeah. So block, grab, guard, and a move boost on the mummy. So move 4 mummy. That's nice. The other one's a rookie. He's got a nice free agent blitzer with guard, mighty blow, and tackle. And then a sure hands ghoul, a block ghoul, a rookie ghoul hiding down at the bottom, like you said. A bunch of zombies and skeletons. So pretty solid looking roster there for the Undead. And Squirm is a good coach. So, I did notice also as well on the Khorne team, he does not have an APO. No APO yet, so just something to be aware of. I guess it's my turn to go first. I definitely like the Undead on this one. I think the team's built better. No block on most of the Khorne is going to be a pretty rough game of it, I think. So yeah, give me Squirm and the Undead.
Yeah, same. Undead historically just a much better team at this TV than Khorne. Khorne possibly the worst team at kind of TV, and Undead up there in the top 3 of best teams.
Yep.
I'm also going Undead, but with the warning, this might be a free agent killer game.
Yeah.
Just Bloodspawn randomly casts the free agent mummy, for example.
Yeah.
I mean, Khorne can win. If I don't know if the coach is the better player, they often can get so many knockdowns that they get removals, and it just snowballs.
Yep.
But if it doesn't snowball, or if they lose more linemen than they're getting removals themselves, then it's really hard.
Yeah, especially with all that frenzy, he starts losing some of them linemen that he would normally use as assists. You can get yourself caught in frenzy traps pretty easily.
Yeah, I don't think Khorne is, even if Khorne is not, I don't think Khorne is winning this one, but they can make memories.
Oh
basically.
Yeah, with that blood spawn, anything can happen for sure. All right.
My heart goes out to the Khorne though. Obviously, I would like to vote for the Khorne, but my brain says you're going to get murdered.
Yeah. 2 more matchups left in this one. We got Manial and Dakaz next. Manial's Nurgle that are at 1180, and Dakaz and his Renegades at 1170. This is probably the biggest matchup of the week, as it's second place and third place going against each other. And currently only 10K difference in TV, depending on how the rosters look. So Dakaz first. He is missing a rookie lineman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means he'll be at 10. So he'll have a loner lineman to replace him at 50K. So that will put him at 1220. Looks like he has a block Skaven. He has an Ogre with block guard, a Minotaur with block, and a Troll with guard. Those 3 big guys are free agents. I do know that for sure. So 3 nice big guys, 2 of them with block. And then everybody else is rookies. So
it's interesting because for me, playing Renegades, my favorite player is the Dark Elf. I think he would be the player I would get the free agent on, because the big guys can be so he's paying 200K and 1900K for 2 players who might not do anything in turn.
Yeah, absolutely. I think his thinking, at least in my mind, his thinking is the Dark Elf's probably going to be the one getting most of the SPP quickly anyway, so he'll get him leveled up quick enough. and getting two of the big guys with block to make them at least more reliable gives them a better chance to be competitive. When they activate, But
and the activation is going to be even worse in this, right? The foul appearance means he's going to be missing out on 30% of his blocks. But then like 30% of his blocks against bloaters just aren't going to happen.
Yeah,
it's
definitely going to be a tough matchup for him against the Nurgle for sure. But as far as his team by itself, I think this is a pretty safe start for Renegades, right? And
so Fiona says someone's going to be unhappy with her team as well.
Yeah, so I don't mind this start. I definitely like having the two big guys with block to start. I think that's good. And having three big guys, you got to assume probably every turn or every other turn at the minimum, you're going to have at least one of them not activating. And then you're going to have your random turns where two of them don't activate or even all three don't activate. It definitely happens. So when that turn happens, that's going to be a rough turn for him for sure.
It's called clumping in stats, where random numbers clump together. They don't happen in even spacing.
Time,
so
you
don't get one. You don't get one on a big guy every other turn.
You get every other turn, right?
You get 2 and 3 every so often. Yeah.
Yep. You'll have 3 or 4 turns where everything's great, nothing happens, and then one turn where they all three just bomb out at the same time.
Well, and even possibly 2 or 3 turns where they all bomb out.
Yeah.
And then
all right. The Nurgle, he has 11, so his TV is set at 1180. So the Nurgle will get 40k in inducements. It's got a couple of Rotters, everybody's rookies, a couple of Rotters, all 4 Pesties, all 4 Bloaters, and the Rot Spawn. No skills yet, which is a little scary for the Nurgle, but Manile's a very good coach. He knows how to handle and minimize risk. So
he's got 7 on a Pestigore and 7 on a Bloater.
Yeah, I don't know what he's
not both just going to be blocked?
I would assume they would, and maybe he just hasn't got on and leveled them yet.
And notably, 40k inducement difference means if he takes 2 skills, they'll be dead on even the same TV.
Yeah. I would think at a minimum, at least, he would take block on the Bloater. That just seems like a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
The Pesty, I mean, maybe he's potentially waiting to do something different with it, but I would assume the first one would at least be either sure hands or block, one of the two.
I think block.
Block, I think, is the more the more likely choice. But sometimes Manile does things a little bit out of the box with his thinking and the way he skills up and runs his teams. So you never know with him.
Maybe you say saving up for stats on everything.
Yeah.
Strength up. Across the board.
You never know. But I would assume at least the Bloater he would get block on. I mean, it makes the most sense for sure. All right. Khornight, you're first.
I mean, this is going to, much, we're going to be saying this a lot, but there's this kind of TV, the game is very swingy.
Yeah.
I do think it's going to not be a draw. I think either the Renegades fall apart so badly or have such a horrible turn that the Nurgle beat them up, or it's entirely possible that the Renegades remove a couple of Nurgle players and then the game becomes easier for them.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually go with the Renegades.
Nice.
Kind of partly against my better judgment, just also because I think the rest of you won't.
Gotcha. Galentio?
But I think it's coin flip, really.
Gotcha. Oh, Ethel's taking the Nurgle.
Yeah. Or the coin has chosen Nurgle.
Yeah.
It's see who rolls more 1 in 9 simulator, basically.
Yeah. Well, the Renegades have 2 big guys, right?
They do.
Yeah. But foul appearance is still not nerfed, so if the big guy tries to blitz like a bloater and it just stops there.
Yep, and he doesn't even
like
move.
Each big guy has to roll for example, to block a bloater, they need to roll two pluses just to block him.
Just to even get there, mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Just to even get there. So it's very variance heavy, but yeah, the Chaos Renegades have a better roster, and Nurgle rosters tend to be bloated. So yeah, I'm still going with the Chaos Renegades,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
despite thinking that probably they're pretty much equal on skill. The two coaches. I know Maniel a bit, but
Yep.
from what I'm seeing of Doc Oz is not also bad. So
Yeah, Doc Oz is
Yeah.
Doc Oz is a good coach. I know Manio a little bit better than I know Doc Oz just through the years. So my opinion is I think Manio's a little bit better coach than Doc Oz. But I haven't seen. I mean, I know enough about Doc Oz. I know he's a decent coach. But just on skill alone, I think Manio's probably the better coach by a little bit. I like the Nurgle in this one. I just have a feeling that Manio does better with them. But I could easily see this being a draw. So since nobody's went draw yet, I'll just go draw.
Okay, next one.
And last matchup is the Dark Elves of Lloyd White against Vivo and his Orcs. So Vivo's Orcs are at 1145, and they are baby Orcs, no free agents. Lloyd White's Dark Elves are with the same record. They're both 1-1-1, and the Dark Elves are at 1190. So currently 45k more on the Dark Elves. Looks like the Dark Elves have a 11 elf roster, and they're all available for this game. Not having a bench is potentially going to hurt him a little bit, and only 2 rerolls. But he does have a couple of free agent witches. One he just got, actually. Yulia Friends is a new free agent he just got. She's with Block. The other one is with Wrestle Strip. And then he's got a Dodge Blitzer, and everybody else is rookies. Looks like he only has 3 Blitzers. Yep, only 3 Blitzers, a runner, and then a bunch of linemen. So not terrible, not the greatest. He's probably potentially waiting to get a free agent Blitzer as his 3rd free agent. Or third free agent and 4th Blitzer. That's just my guess, but we'll see how that plays out.
I mean, it could also just be that he just hasn't had the money to buy
him yet. Yeah, yeah, because he was saving his money to get the second Witch Elf free agent first, I guess, and then he'll go from there. Vivo's Orcs. He has 4 biggins. And I take that back. I completely lied about that. He does have free agents because Argok is 100% a free agent, and I believe
I think both
well.
of them.
Yeah, both block guard. So as Jimmy would say, errata. Since I said that wrong. 4 blitzers are all rookies. A thrower that is a rookie as well. A goblin rookie.
Although again, one of the blitzers has enough SP to.
Yes, he has 12. I have a feeling. Well, no, he's got a thrower. Okay. I was gonna say I have a feeling he might be making one of his blitzers a runner, or a ball carrier, but he's got the thrower, so that's not the case. So I'm not sure why he's waiting on that, unless he's trying to maybe get a stat up or maybe dodge.
It's plausible that he is going to take stats and turn him into a ball carrier and then dump the runner,
the thrower,
once he has a good.
That's possible.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember because he's always been an orc coach. I'm trying to remember in his past if he has typically ran with a blitzer with a ball carrier. I don't think he has.
Well, actually, so I think that blitzer had 11 SP in the previous game.
Okay.
And he hadn't taken any skills, so he might be saving up.
He might be saving up for stat. He might possibly, like I said, be saving up for dodge. I know he has taken dodge blitzers before in the past, so it's possible maybe he's doing that. But I think the more likely scenario is he might be saving for a stat. Maybe trying to get a strength up or an edge up, or if those fail, then a move up and get move 7. No troll. So no one-turn option or attempt with the goblin yet. He does have enough money he could buy the troll if he wanted to. Because I believe all trolls are 115 to start.
Yep.
And he typically
wouldn't be a bad choice.
I think he typically normally runs a troll. You would expect having a goblin that you would try to have a troll just so you have that potential one-turn attempt. And of course, the troll can always just kind of block stuff up in the middle, clog things up, and just kind of get in the way. So, yeah, looks like the orcs will be getting 45k in this one, assuming he doesn't level up that blitzer or take a troll. I don't know a whole lot about Lloyd White as a coach. He's new to the OFL, and I don't think he's ever been in any of the leagues that I've been in before, that I can recall anyway. Vivo, I've known for a long time. He's a very good orc coach. Tends to try to go a little more aggressive with hits. He'll do some hits, greed hits potentially before scoring on a turn 8, especially if he's got a reroll left. So I know he likes to hit things, and with orcs that makes sense. So, Galentio, what do you think?
Sorry, let me.
Okay.
Let me just do. I was hearing everything, but now I blanked when you asked.
I'm not sure it's straightforward. I think again, coin clippy.
Yeah.
I think the orcs have a slight advantage on this one. They're more well-rounded roster.
Okay.
I think a draw. A draw.
All right. Ethel
going Dark Elves.
Dark Elves, yeah.
I'm not sure if that's random or if that's just his Dark Elf.
His love of the Dark Elves.
Yeah, I'm going to go orcs as well. I think the runner on the Dark Elves is a weakness when you got 11 players, especially.
Yeah.
And the orcs look like a more solid team, as Galentio says.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the orcs as well, just because I know Vivo's a solid coach, and the orcs I think are the better matchup in this one. Although those two witch elves could cause a little bit of trouble. So yeah, it'll be an interesting one, but I think I like Vivo in this one.
Okay, so next is
next division, NFC. Try to get through this one a little bit quicker. All matches have been played. Let me get over here and pull up the NFC. All right, so the first matchup, Sander with his Dead, which is Undead, lost to the Underworld of Welgemere. Not a big surprise. Welgemere is a very good coach, and he's really good with his Underworld. The next one, 2-0 win for Harkalian and his OFL Dead Like Us, which is Necro, against Olivia Bug, and they are playing Orcs. So the Necro take the Orcs down 2-0. Laz's Dark Elves, I believe, against Anders' Chosen, was a 1-1 draw. I think Anders is definitely Chaos. I don't know if it's Chosen or Renegade. Yeah, it's Chosen. And then Laz's Dark Elves, so that was a 1-1 draw. Houndot's Rats, Skaven, 2-1 over K the Sloth's Chaotic Shuffle, which is Renegades. So the Skaven take that one 2-1. Chet Sweezy and his Nurgle win 1-0 against Vort and the Mighty Bloodtones. Vort is either vampires or Amazons. No, he's Khorne. Sorry. Errata. So Nurgle win that 1-0 over the Khorne. Loops Vampires lose 2-1 to the Amazons of Colon. So the Amazons take that one 2-1. All right, so next week's matchups, we've got Welgemere. Oh, can't look at that. That one's wrong. Shoot. Not for sure which is right there. So let's look at this here. So they.
What's wrong?
You sure? Welgemere.
Oh, it's got Welgemere against Welgemere.
Yeah, it's got two of them, and I think if I remember right, I want to check something here real quick.
Oh, you could roll around now, couldn't you?
So I could, yeah, but Welgemere is the icon with the two red bloodlines. So that
Oh,
one,
so
yeah, and the other
ooh.
one is that's weird. It actually shows the right
Yeah.
matchups in the current and past weeks. It's just the update or the future weeks it doesn't show it right. So we just need to see which coach is not in here, and that's who should be playing Jameer.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's gonna be one of the two coaches who, so it's be Harkalian or Olivia Bug.
Yeah. So they're actually playing each other, Harkalian and Olivia Bug. Is that right? Did they play each other last week?
They played round
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. So round 4, Laz and Sander, Anders and Chet. That should be right. Hound Dogs
Um,
and Colin should be right. Vort and Loop.
yeah, it's Sander. It's Sander versus. Oh, no, it's not Sander.
Sander just played Jameer in week 3.
So what's the team? Yeah, that's a bug that happens when you replace teams
Replace a team. Yeah,
mid
yeah. And
season.
that's exactly what happened. So Sander plays Laz this
Okay.
current week, so they move over.
What is the team that's no longer? It's the Dirty Jobbers.
Yeah, well, there's two dirty jobbers. So
Okay.
the one that has the icon with the two red blood marks, that's the right
Is
one.
Okay, I'm
That's the right
and
one.
gonna delete
the
the
other
other
dirty
one
job.
and rerun the predictions because also that
Gotcha.
screws up the predictions.
So
Not having the.
it's probably going to be
Okay,
Olivia
let me.
Bug or
It's Welshmere versus Harkalian.
Okay.
It's gonna be the top game.
yeah.
Next time someone like quits mid season, let me know because that
Okay. Yeah.
breaks the prediction script.
Yeah, there was something when we first set it up where he had to drop and then rejoin, and I think that's what screwed it up when it happened. So I
But yeah,
believe
Harkalian's also the unbeaten, in fact, perfect record coach in his
yeah.
division.
Yeah, we can look at the standings real quick. Yes. So Hark is still perfect with the Necro, the only team to this point that's still perfect. Welgemere, 2 wins and a draw, and then we got a 3-way tie in third with 2 wins and a loss. So the Necro off to a really good start here in this one. And I think that the bottom of the matchups shouldn't change once he reruns the script. So we can start at the bottom and work our
I
way
should
up.
put this at I should put this as a tier in the Kofi, like live tech support.
Yes. So we got, let's see here. We got, so Colon and Loop would be Loop and Vort. So Vort moved over, so that one would be right, which means Colon moved up and plays Hound
Okay,
Dot, who came down.
should be good now.
Oh, okay. Let me refresh here then. Yep, there we go. Oh, wait, that's week 4. There we go. Okay, so it looks like the first matchup then is going to be Harkalian and Sander. So it looks like the Undead and the Necro going against each other. The Undead are down towards the bottom. Sanders Undead. He's at 970. The Necro are at 1310, so you're looking at 340 in inducements. However, the Undead are missing one of their mummies, which is the free agent mummy. It's going to be a huge piece to be missing. So only one mummy in that one. They do have a nice ghoul and a nice white free agents and a block zombie, but missing that mummy is going to be huge, especially since it's a guard stand firm mummy. 40k extra added in with the extra zombie would put him up to 1010. So he would be getting 300, it looks like.
Holy.
Yep, 300. So it'll be interesting to see what he does with the inducements there. The Necro do have a block guard, Mighty Blow, Flesh Golem free agent. They've got a really nice werewolf free agent. Armor boosted, edge boosted, block dodge tackle. That's a really nice werewolf. And then they have a Wraith free agent as well that is guard, Mighty Blow, dodge. Yeah, I have a feeling the Undead's going to have, even with 300 and inducements, is going to have a hard time with this Necro team.
Like the like it's a disgusting wolf, kill it with fire, but it also makes him a ball carrier and someone that when you're trying to kill something, you don't want to put it at risk as much.
Yeah, yep. And he
So
doesn't have any ghouls or ghouls. So yeah, I'm assuming the two werewolves are the ball carriers, depending on
yeah, the
how
H
the
one
turn's
is
played out. Yeah,
definitely the ball carrier,
yeah, absolutely.
and
Assuming
the
he's on
other
the
wolf
pitch
will
and can
try
be
to
it.
level up.
Yep.
Can the undead stop this? I don't think so.
Yeah, especially having a couple of guard and the undead's missing their only guard piece.
The mummy, right?
Yep, the
No,
mummy.
they have a white. They have a white with guard.
I think the white has guard as well.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But
forgot about the
still,
white.
it's not enough to.
So if Nuffle is correct, they can still get Ivan. Ivan is cool for the undead as a star.
Yeah, Ivan's a really good star player. Absolutely.
He's a mega star, haven't you heard?
Yeah. All right. I will start this one off. I think the Necro are gonna take this one down pretty easily, unless the dice say differently. So I'll go Necro.
Shocked, absolutely shocked. I expect Necro from everyone.
Yeah. Well, Ethel went draw. The randomizer said draw. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Necro. It's gonna be even worse in the new rule set. Jesus.
Yeah.
I was going to pick draw just because I thought that there is a. Wait, did Necro as my chat? Oh no, draw. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was going to go for a draw just to be different, but as the Ethel has randomly picked draw anyway, I can't bring myself to go predict an undead win, so I'm going for Necro.
All right.
All right, next one.
Weldramir's Underworld against Laz and his Dark Elves. Laz, with the Dark Elves, are at 1150. Weldramir is at 1175, so 25k difference. Oops, I hit the wrong mouse.
Dark Elves are missing a player as well.
Okay, so the Dark Elves, yep, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll have 10, which means he'll have a loner 70k lineman. Which means he'll be at 1220. He does have a tackle lineman, a bunch of rookies, only one Witch Elf, 4 blitzers. Witch Elf does have block. One of the blitzers is Mighty Blow tackle. So a few skills there to help him out. But no bench could potentially be a problem. Against Weldramir in the Underworld, we'll see. 1220, though, that will put him above Weldramir in TV. So
yeah,
45k
at the moment. Yeah.
I
say at the moment because
Weldramir's only got 11.
Underworld. Yeah.
So
and he's got some money, so he could, he could buy just a bunch. He could buy a goblin and and a snotling to
give him a few
fill out
players.
the roster.
Disgusting rat ogre, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
he's got.
If it wasn't armor down, it would be armor 11.
that rat ogre is nasty as hell, and it's his key player, and then the captain obviously is really good too. Those are his 2 free agents.
The fact they both have iron hard skin, I think is the scariest thing.
Yep, they're extremely nasty. They're hard to take out, even if you're fouling them. They're hard to take out because of the iron hard skin. Just it makes them really a pain in the ass.
Not even fouling, Jesus.
So yeah, that's and keep in mind, Weldramir is a very good coach and plays Underworld really well, so he knows what he's doing with Underworld.
The tackle on the rat ogre is crazy though. Like 40k for that.
I would probably. Can he still level that free agent?
No,
or is it a legend?
They're both legends. The Blitzer and the Rat Ogre.
Tackle is nice, but the only thing that kills that Rat Ogre is Surfs. So I'll probably go with Stanford as the last skill.
Yeah,
I mean, you go with sidestep for the same price as tackle.
Yeah, I'm guessing his thinking was with the tail, he's trying to keep people marked to him, or make it harder for people to get away from him. Tackle with the tail matches up nicely.
As long as it doesn't. Well, the only reason I see that player dying is a surf. Let's be honest.
Or just the random 6-6-6-6 when you hit him.
Yeah. Well, Ironheart skin doesn't protect you from 10-10, unfortunately.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So, just rolling the 10.
Yeah, it just makes it more unlikely. Doesn't mean it can't.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop you when you do get the casualty. It doesn't stop that that dice result of a 16 or 15 or whatever it is for a dead. So
yeah, that
basically every time you punch it and knock it down or foul it, it's a 1 in 36 to be Kaz.
Yep.
So
that's 1 in 36.
That's bad, but still probably worth fouling with a cheap lineman and.
Yeah,
there's
just
even with Ironheart skin.
There's no reason to worry about getting multiple assists on the foul. I mean, if you're going to foul them, you just foul them with no assists and position your other players how you want to position them.
And a line with no skills.
Will the new devious skill lone fouler be their counter to Ironheart skin?
Yeah, I don't know. Time will tell on that for sure. Anyway, that's what we're looking at. Khornight, you're first.
Okay. I'll go for the Underworld. But those two players are scary, but they don't necessarily win the whole game.
Yeah.
So
and Laz is not. He's no easy pushover. He's a good coach. Knows what he's doing. So
I think it's.
Ethel says the Rat Ogre will die on a rush.
I think Underworld has definitely the advantage here. It's a good game for that Mighty Blow Tackle Blitzer to get some SPP, basically, if everything goes horribly wrong.
Yeah, I mean, the Underworld could be reduced to a very small number of players.
Yeah. Yep.
If they start with 11.
Yeah, if you only have the Rat Ogre, the Blitzer, and the Gutter, there's nothing new.
I think it depends
on... They don't do miracles.
I think it depends on how well Laz is able to protect his killer while still getting the hits on the goblins and the armor 7 pieces that he can do damage against. But so which way are you going, Galentio?
No, definitely Underworld.
Underworld.
It will take quite bashing for the Dark Elves to win this one.
Yeah.
Not a bashing on the free agents, a bashing on the rest of the team.
Oh, Ethel hasn't said what he is yet, right?
No, he hasn't. I think the more likely result is actually probably a draw. I think they're both going to probably do a little damage to each other. Yeah, Ethel's going Dark Elves, obviously.
Yeah, I thought so. I still thought it was worth mentioning in case he forgot.
I thought about going Dark Elves.
I mean, they're still elves, right? Elves can always win.
Yeah. But I think Weldjamir may be just a little bit better on the coach level. So I think I'm going to play that advantage and say a draw. I think the Dark Elves do more damage, but I think Weldjamir's skill level as a coach will get him into the draw.
Cool.
All right, Olivia Bug and Kay the Sloth. These are two coaches I don't know a whole lot about. The Orcs of Olivia Bug and Kay the Sloth's Renegades. They're both at the bottom of the division. Neither have a win yet. They're both 0-3. And currently, the Orcs are 265 higher than the Renegades. Renegades are missing 3 players, though, including one of the big men, a Dark Elf, and the one of the linemen. So there will be 3 loner linemen, so 150k added on will put the Renegades up to 1020.
Oh, so it's a fight for last. So is this game sponsored by Khornight?
Yes, sponsored by Khornight. All right, sounds good, Ethel.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so this is pretty basic teams here. All rookies here except for the one Skaven with block. Not much else to say there. He'll have his Rat Ogre and his Ogre for 2 of the 3 big men. The Orcs have 11, but they're missing 1, so they'll have an extra 50k added onto their roster as well. So the Renegades will get a little bit of money, but not quite as much. I think maybe around 100. We've got 3 rookie biggins, a block guard armbar biggin, which is a free agent, and then a blitzer that's a free agent with Mighty Blow guard stand firm. Everybody else looks to be rookies. And we got a blitzer hiding down here at the bottom, so he does have all 4 blitzers. No troll. Yep, no troll, no goblin. So
I'm gonna go with orcs just because Chaos Renegade are playing boring renegades.
Yeah. And you do at least have
I don't
some
endorse
skills on the
that.
orcs, yeah.
I don't endorse all linemen. Chaos Renegades.
I mean, the Orcs are a scary team. Renegades are a dicey team, right?
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna go orcs as well.
Okay, just to be different, I'll go for the draw, but I do think the Orcs probably win.
Yeah. All right. Chet Sweezy and Anders. Anders is playing Chosen. Chet Sweezy, Nurgle. The Nurgle are 2-0-1 at 1250. Anders Chosen is 1-1-1 at 1150, so 100k lower. Let's look at the Nurgle first. Got a 13 Nurgle roster. That's a lot of Nurgle. Looks like a couple of random Rotters in there, 2 heads, and an extra arm, or a big hand. Got all 4 bloaters or rookies. Got 2 Pestigors. Nope, 3 Pestigors. They're split across the roster. 1 is Wrestle and Strip Ball. Believe that was that's a free agent. The rest are other Pestigors are rookies. Yep. He's got a Dirty Player Rotter free agent, and then his Rot Spawn is also a free agent with Stand Firm and Thick Skull. So that's the Rotter lineup. 13 guys, nice bench. Team looks pretty decent. He's going against Anders Chosen. Anders has 2 really nice free agents, a Beastman with very long legs, block, and sure hands, and then a Minotaur that is level 5 with Stand Firm, Claws, block, and Iron Hard Skin. Yet another Iron Hard Skin.
Was the long legs a random mutation that was something else before? Free agent.
Yeah, it may have been. I don't remember off the top of my head. I believe it probably was. Sense. Yeah, I believe it probably was a random mutation.
Because with that skill, you can only jump over. You need leap to unlock the other part.
Yep. And he doesn't have leap yet, so yeah. So yeah, only 2 blockers, a bunch of beast, and the Minotaur. Looks like he's only got a 10-man roster, so he'll have a loner beastman. So another 60k onto his TV. I'm first on this one, so I think the Nurgle have an advantage in this one, and I think that Chet is probably just a little bit better coach than Anders. So I'm going to go Nurgle.
I'm also going to go Nurgle. That team is just a Minotaur. And the Minotaur against Nurgle, foul appearance again.
Yep.
Can make him useless or just earlier. Just put a rotter on him and laugh. And the rest of the team starts to crumble.
Yep.
I mean, the Mino might have a skill. Oh, no. So you could get a primary skill now, which I guess there's not very much on. Or he could say 2 more SVP for a double.
Yep.
But I'm going to go for Chaos.
Okay.
Happy to be different.
All right. Not last, second to last. Hound Dot's Rats against Colin and his Amazons. Hound Dot and Colin are in third and fourth place. They're tied, both with 2 wins and a loss. Skaven at 985. Amazons at 1180, so 195 difference. The Skaven are losing their Rat Ogre, though. That's a pretty big one. Although the Rat Ogre doesn't... I mean, it would have been nice against the Amazons with the tail and the block, but the claw's pointless. The guard would have been nice.
Is this the death of a free agent?
Could. Yeah, could possibly be.
I mean, the other Rat Ogre has got double armor up to make him better after being armor buffed.
With the Iron Hard skin added in, yeah. He does have a nice blitzer, though, that could do some damage here with the Mighty Blow and Tackle against all the dodge. So it's really going to be dependent upon him keeping that guy out of harm's way for as long as he can. He's got only 2 gutter runners. Oh, wow. That's definitely team is definitely lacking. He needs to have 2 more gutter runners on this team.
Maybe he's just practicing for season 3.
Yeah, could be for the new Warhammer Blood Bowl rules. He's got sidestep on one gutter, block on the other. He's got leader on the thrower to get him to a 4th reroll, and then a block lineman. But he will have an additional 50k loner lineman to replace the Rat Ogre, so he'll be at 1035.
Yeah.
The Amazons are at 1180, so that would be 145 in difference. And yeah, he's got an 11 lady roster, even with the 1 missing. So both blockers are really nice. Those are the 2. This was the team that a lot of people wanted to take in the draft because it was it was a franchise that was already existing that had 2 really good blockers. Mm-hmm. And Colin was the lucky one to get them. So both of those blockers are guard and block, and then one is stand firm, one is mighty blow. Adding in the defensive innate skill on both of them, and those are just really good pieces. He does really have, annoying. Yeah, very very annoying pieces for sure. Yeah. He is missing 1 blitzer. His other blitzer has block. He's got a thrower with block, and then he's got a line woman with block. Chosen block too, not random. So, yeah, I with the Rats only having 2 gutters against the skill set on this Amazon team, I think that's going to be an uphill battle for the Rats.
Definitely.
They are getting a wizard or some other.
I think they're just short.
160k.
I thought it was like 135. Because the Skaven will have 50k extra added on, which would be 10.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, 145.
Yeah.
So they're just short.
But there's still a team of 11 Skaven with
only 2 gutters. Yeah, even with the wizard, I think this is going to be a tough matchup against the Amazons. But Khornight, you're first.
No, I'm going to go Rats just because I hate Zon.
Rat solidarity.
Yeah.
Galentio?
I'm going with Zones on this one. If they had the Rat Ogre, probably a tie.
Yeah.
It's like this is just.
Or if they had 4 gutters, I could definitely see going with the draw on that. But yeah, I think the Amazons are the better built team at this point, and I think Colin runs away with that one pretty easily. All right, last matchup is the Vampires of Loop versus Vort's Khorn. So, Loop is at 1 win, 2 losses with his Vampires. Vort's Khorn is at 1-1-1.
All the vampires, all 7 vampires, and
boy,
4 thralls.
4, 5, 6, yeah, all 7 vampires, only 4 thrall, and one of them's a dirty player. So if you're fouling with that thrall, there's more chances that they leave the pitch. So yeah, and he does have 3 rerolls at least to help with.
It is not enough.
Those bloodlusts, but yeah. But now the new rule with bloodlusts, they don't leave the pitch if they don't eat. Correct?
No, that is correct. So he doesn't actually need to bite ever if he doesn't want to.
Okay. That makes it
that
little
means,
different. It just means they don't do nothing that turn.
Yeah, they lose their tackle zone.
No, yeah.
Which does make them less safe.
If you use every player, it's not even a 1 in 7 because you have blitzers. It's more than a 1 in 7. It's
but I mean, but it's turnover. So you
yeah, you have like a 20-25% chance of rolling bloodlust every turn. If you use all players.
If you bloodlust and don't bite, it is a turnover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
And the vampire becomes like distracted or like without the tackle zone.
Yeah.
It's way more than 20%. It's with 2 of them, it's 30%. With two of the throwers, it's 30%.
Right. Not doing it.
Yep. So definitely an interesting build here. I would assume over time he's going to get more thralls. In fact, he's got 70k. He could buy an extra thrall for this one.
Like what I wanted to say
is he's going to get dodged and blocked pro.
Yeah. What I wanted to say is if you have 7 vampires, the odds are very stacked that at least one of them will bloodlust.
Yeah, you would think. Yep. So especially with all of them, but oh no, the runners too. The runners and the throwers are all 2+. The others are 3+. So 4 at a 2+ and 3 at a 3+. Yep. So definitely, that's an interesting vampire build for sure.
It's a strong team though.
Yeah.
Stronger than lizards. Stronger than Khemri.
That would be. It'd be a scary matchup to go in against, right?
No. The runners don't.
Might be a very scary team to face on season 3 when they have all pro.
Oh yeah.
It's
going to be amazing next season, let alone season 3.
The Khorn.
Only by season
3. The Khorn only have a 9 Khorn roster, and they are missing a Khorn Gore, so they'll have 8. So they will have an additional 150k. So that will kill a little bit of that team value that he's going to be getting in inducement money. He is running
2 Bloodseekers.
Yeah, he's running. I know he's got 3 Bloodseekers.
Yeah, not 4. So he's actually the weaker team against the vampires.
Yeah, and he does have the blood spawn, and he's missing his better Khorn Gore. So yeah, this would be a rough one for the Khorn here, I think, for sure. But it depends on how those bloodlust rolls go, right?
Well, I know a few vampire coaches have told me that playing against Khorn is one of the scariest matches for them. Because all the frenzy means they do tend to lose players.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and they can also, depending on how they position with the frenzy, they can push thralls in bad positions to be able to be assisted to be bitten, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a tough one. All right, Galentio, you're first.
This is... Both teams are at the pickle. I think it's CU who implodes first.
Yeah. They're both failure prone at this TV, aren't they? They're both
the variance is so big that I'm just gonna go with the draw because I have no idea what's gonna happen.
I think the opposite. There's literally no way this is a draw.
Yeah,
this is going to be a landslide in one direction,
or the other.
Which direction?
Yeah, I'm actually. I think I'm going to go with Vort and the Khorn here, just because I think only having 4 thralls, assuming that's what Anders goes in, or Loop goes in with, I think only having the 4 thralls is going to be a big thing for him. So I'm going to go Khorn.
They both have the same. No, they don't have the same record. The vampire. So
yeah.
I'm going to go. I'm happy to go with vampires, even though as I said, I think it's going to be a coin flip between them, and and I would be petrified if I was playing these vampires, but they could easily bang out a random Khorn player and then score, and that happens repeatedly. They could easily get away with it.
Almost feels like that you put like the blitzers and the Vargeist on the line of scrimmage just because the trolls are so important.
I mean, that's not even a terrible idea.
No, huh?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it kind of is, but
All right, WFC. We have 2 games still to be played. Agent Murloc and Sophiana, I know, are trying to play tomorrow evening.
That's when Zophiana said, as of now, I am technically undefeated.
Yeah. And then Detox and Duke are, I'm not sure when they're scheduled to play. I would assume either tonight or tomorrow, since I know Detox is a big hunter and deer season, gun season open this weekend, so I know he's doing that yesterday and today. But he may be back in time to play tonight. We can actually just double check here real quick and see if they are scheduled or not. Detox was on the stream earlier, but looks like he may have jumped off, so he may have had it up on his phone while he was sitting out in the woods hunting. Heading out of town Thursday. I have tonight, Wednesday, and Sunday, so it looks like they might potentially be playing tonight. And yep, Sunday. Okay, so they'll be playing at some point this evening. We'll skip mine for now. Oldrig and his vampires tied Bob and his orcs 2-2. Scully wins 2-0 over Kurto and his Bullheads Football Club. I think Scully is playing either Necro or Undead. Necro. So Scully's Necro, yep, beat Kurto and his Underworld. And then Tim Dog and Rushed ended up drawing. Rushed is playing Goblins, and Tim Dog is, I think, Corn?
Yes, Corn, yeah.
Yep, so 1-1 draw there. And then my matchup, my Norse, took the win 2-1 against the Skaven of Kodgun. I don't remember a whole lot about this game. I remember that he made I forced him into making a lot of rolls with the rats. I do remember. So I received first, and on my turn 1, I thought about it for a second once I picked up the ball at the end of my turn on where I wanted to position the ball. I could have positioned my Valkyrie out of range of the gutters, but I chose to go ahead and move her up 2 squares and put her in range of the gutters to do stuff. But the gutters were going to have to make a lot of rolls, and I think if I remember right, they only have 2 rerolls on the rats. Oh no, he's got 3. Unless he may have just bought 1, but I think he had 3. But anyway, I gave him an opportunity, and I was aware of that, knew I was doing that, but it was going to force him to make a lot of rolls and put all 4 of his gutters in the backfield away from everybody else. he bit on that and did that, and he got the gutters back there. And he was able to 1-die the ball and get the ball out. But in doing that and rushing everybody around the edge, he used all 3 of his rerolls on that turn 1. So my plan backfired a little bit in the fact that he did get the ball out, but it worked out great in the fact that I made him make a lot of rolls, and he did use all of his rerolls. Admittedly, I wouldn't have used his last one. His last one he used on a blitzer that was running around the edge doing go-for-its to try to get in place and block off. And he rolled a 1 on the first go-for-it, and he decided to re-roll it. I wouldn't have, because he couldn't fully, even making the go-for-its, he couldn't fully block off every path where I could get through with my tackle Norse lineman to get a hit on the gutter that was marking the ball. He couldn't stop that. So I would have saved the last reroll there. He chose not to. I was able to recover a little bit and get some guys around the ball on my turn 2. But then on his turn 2, he made, I think it was either a 4 or 5 plus pickup in a tackle zone, and then dodged out and ran down and scored on the next turn. So he did get the defensive score out of it, at least. So it paid off for him using the 3 rerolls. But he also, on his first turn when he was deciding how to do all that positioning and running around the edge, he used a 6-minute turn. So he chewed over half of his time bank out on that turn 1, which was massive in the long scheme of things.
Yeah, of course.
By the time we got to halftime, I was able to tie it up, get the ball back after he scored quick and tie it up to 1-1. And his time bank was down to like maybe 35 seconds, I think, at halftime. Second half, the removal started happening. He was that short players. He had no time, so he started losing some of his his positioning and movement based on time because his time just ran out, and he was able to, in the long run, not be able to stop me from scoring and going up 2-1. So that was basically what happened in that one. I did win 2-1, which keeps me perfect on the season at 3-0. Detox is the only one that can still stay perfect at 3-0 if he wins his matchup tonight. And then, as Sofiana said, he is still undefeated, meaning he hasn't lost yet. He or she, not sure.
They did say, I think someone isn't going to like my stupid rat ogre, which I would highly recommend you have a look at.
Sofiana did. He did just say it is a he, so I was saying that right.
Okay, sorry.
But he has not lost yet. Has not won either. He's 0-2-0.
That's probably the more perfect Blood Bowl record when you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 1-1 draws are the perfect.
You blame WoW for the name thing.
my fault for the assumption there.
Anyway, week 4, Will Pitt.
No. Let's have a look at
the two that still have to play.
No, I was going to say let's have a look at the rat ogre.
Well, we can do that when we get to it. Which rat ogre is it?
Okay,
I'm assuming that's for Sofiana's Renegades. Yeah. We'll skip the first matchup. We'll come back to that one. The second one will be Duke and Uldrig. Duke still to play this week, but Uldrig's Vampires are 1-2-0, and Duke is playing Humans. So let's look at Uldrig's Vampires. Running with 4. He's got both throwers and 2 runners. Sounds like that might be the normal, typical start with Vampires.
Yeah. I didn't think so.
And then a bunch of Thralls. He has 11 on his roster for starting this one with 4 rerolls. I like the 4th reroll here on Vampires for sure. And Uldrig is a very good Vampire coach, has been for many years. So I expect him to do decent in this one and know what he's doing in this matchup. Going against Humans, who still have to play this week, so he will have a blitzer and catcher back for the week 4 matchup. Currently, in the matchup he still has to play tonight with Detox's Amazons, he's only going to have 8 plus 3 loners. So we'll see how his team looks. I mean, it's kind of hard to judge this since he still has his match to play this week. But that's what the Humans look like currently.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be a tough matchup against the Vampires. The Ogre will be nice with the stand firm and guard to be able to keep that guard in there. But again, the Vampires can just hypno that thing useless if he wants to stay marked against the Ogre, that is. He might not even worry about it unless he's just trying to punch into a cage.
So Sofiana asked, I think Uldrig did play Vamps in Blood Bowl 2 OFL, yes. Is that right?
Yes.
So yeah, he does know Blood Bowl 2 Vamps.
He's played Vamps in multiple leagues, and he's won multiple leagues with Vamps.
But that doesn't actually mean that, he's like, new Vamps are still very different, right?
Yep. And I think he's still learning the differences in the new Vamps. I don't think he's played them a ton yet. I could be wrong on that, and Uldrig can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he hasn't played them a ton yet, so he's still kind of learning the newness of them. But yeah. So, Galentio, I think you're first this time. Humans versus the Vampires.
It's a tricky one.
Well, especially because we don't know the full makeup of how the Humans roster is going to look yet.
I mean, it doesn't have tackle, and the Vampires have blodge.
Yeah.
Is of like points towards the Vampires. But other than that, I kind of prefer Humans. Humans are so fast; they can take the game.
Yeah.
The Vampires.
Yeah. Take the run game to them.
I think I will vote Vampires just because the human team is still not killing enough. to deal with all the shenanigans and punish them for it. Because the thing with gaze is, even if you gaze someone, you're gonna get punched.
You're gonna get punched back.
Next turn. But if you don't have any mighty blow or block, it might just go horribly wrong.
I mean, yeah.
So I'm going with vampires.
One thing I've discovered is it's easy to underestimate what losing your own skills means when vampires bloodlust.
Oh yeah.
Like it's a massive improvement being able to not run off the pitch and be able to just accept a bloodlust. But over the previous version of Vamp. But it's still kind of bad when you've got a blodge player and they're no longer blodge because they've
lost it. Yeah. I think I like the vampires in this one as well, just because I know Uldrig is really good with vampires. So even though he's still kind of learning the new vampires, I still think he's got a decided advantage there. So I'll go with the vampires.
I'm going to go with humans. Although partly because both of you have gone vampire. I think they've got a chance, and I think humans are a good team against vampires. Especially they have some mighty blows, so they could bang out a few of the vampires.
Or some of the thralls to even up the numbers on the pitch at least.
Ads, says Sofiana.
Ah, dang, that sucks. We're not gonna wait off on those because we are recording this as well. So
yeah, sure.
And the Sofiana's matchup's not till the bottom, so we'll just go ahead and move on to the next one, which is Scully and Code Goon. Code Goon's Rats and Scully with his Necro. The Necro are at 1235. Both of these rosters should be up to date for the next round, and it looks like the Necro have 12, including 2 level 2 golems, a guard and a mighty blow, which is nice. He's got a block wolf, which is good. A sure hands ghoul. Only 1 wraith currently, and he is a rookie.
A block move down wolf has a big effect on the team's ability.
It does. But the block is nice on him. That's this is a scout flag that just busted. That's why you got the move down. So for those that aren't aware, we do have just a little bit of a side slant here. We have a cool little extra thing in this league called scout flags. And when you level up a player, you can apply a level of scout flag, an A, B, or C. A's are the best, C's are the worst. And you have a percentage chance to boom or to bust. And if it's a boom, you get an extra either primary skill, secondary skill, or stat up based off of the flag level. And if you bust, then you have to make another roll and something bad happens. Typically a stat break, but it can be other things as well, like niggles, or if you roll a natural 100, you get to re-roll on the boom table and not take the bust. And if you roll a 1 on the bust table, then that is a spontaneous combustion. Your player basically explodes in a ball of flame and dies. So you have to kill that player. In this case, the werewolf busted, and he took a move break as his result on the bust table. So what this means is he has to keep this player on his roster until A, he takes another stat break, or B, he gets enough skill or SPP to take a second skill. Has to be a primary skill or better, no randoms. So once he gets enough SPP to do that, or takes another stat break, then he can fire this player. Otherwise, he has to keep this player on his roster until that point in time. And he can he can choose to keep him on his roster. He doesn't have to fire him at that time. If he chooses to just take the move break and run with it, he can do that as well.
Both Scully and Chet both have made comments about that. And yep. I think Chet's is interesting. And that's why I don't have scouts anymore. I bust more than nothing and have never boomed. The season I won the OFL, coincidentally, I hit 2 booms on flag. Now, obviously, it's not like the whole reason I won, but I definitely think it's an added randomness that if you don't take part in, even if it's bad, then so can all the other dice you roll, right? You need to gamble a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's more gambling. So I think it's better to take advantage of more gambling than to ignore it completely.
Yeah. And it's just added fun, right, to the league, something extra to do and have fun
I do
with,
like it.
And it makes it really an interesting extra piece to the league. So, yeah, and Scully says he was 5K short of getting the next or the second Wraith. Yep, that's true. But I do like the roster. I like the build so far, and I think it's in good shape to continue moving forward with that. The Rats are at 1270. Scully's was at 1235, so it looks like the Rats would be giving him 35K in inducements. Yep. And the Rats do have a 13 rat roster, nobody missing. It's got 6 rookie linemen. He's got a block rat ogre, that's nice. That was a free agent. All 4 gutters, as you would expect on a rat team. 2 are rookies, 1 with wrestle, 1 with 2 heads, and then 2 rookie blitzers.
The Rats are actually slightly higher TV.
Yeah.
By 35K.
35K, yep. So, yeah, there you go. That's what the Rats got. Nothing too special here. 3 rerolls, and, yeah, given 35K, so I'm assuming that's probably going to be a coach or a cheerleader for the Necro. That's really about all he can take. So, yeah, that's that matchup.
Yeah, that's literally all they can take.
Yep. I'm first this time. I mean, the Skaven can do all kinds of crazy stuff, and I do know that Code Goon went pretty aggressive on that first turn that I gave him the chance to. So he's not afraid to play aggressive with the gutters. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen with that. The Necro are built better. They're more stable. A more stable roster build at this point. I think over the course of the game, the Necro are going to thin out the Rats pretty nicely and have a good player advantage. But the Rats can do goofy stuff, so I think I'm going to go a draw on that one.
Okay. The way you started, I wasn't expecting you to come out with draw.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Necro.
I think the Necro ultimately will probably win it, but just based off of how I saw Code Goon play last week, I think he's going to be aggressive, so I think he might be able to pull out the draw.
Yeah, and as Scully's saying, it's EV expected value positive, right?
Yeah.
Considering it's easier to boom and rolling 1% is a reroll. So yep. It is. And Chet says he's trying it. Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish they weren't as popular, because I think they weren't as popular in the season where I joined. So I've got loads of and traded my position down. And this time, everyone I spoke to about trading wanted flags.
Yeah.
So
Well, and we tried when we redid the rules for this new era. We tried to make the scout flags more appealing, and for people to want to try them more. And we may have over adjusted on that a little bit, because we definitely made them more appealing. Everybody wanted to do scout flags this time. Not everybody, but a lot more than normal.
The A flag being a stat is amazing.
Yeah. So we may have potentially over adjusted a little bit, and that's fine. We can always back it down and kind of go from there. But
has anyone got a good scout flag this season?
Yeah, we've had a few.
I just rolled 99 2 days ago.
Yep.
On my A flag.
And I boomed on one as well. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 normal rolls where nothing happened. We've had 3 busts. They were all in Friday's rolls. And then we had one was a strength bust, one's the move bust we just seen, and then one was an orc that actually died. He rolled a 1 on the bust table, so that's the first time we've ever had that spontaneous combustion result. So that was kind of cool to see. And then we've had several that boomed. We had 1, 2, 3. Khornight's Mighty Blow that he just boomed with.
Yep.
Let's see. 4. I had one that boomed. 4. 5. 5 people boomed. So 3 busts, 5 booms, and 16 normals. Which seems pretty...
It's close.
Pretty spot on with where it should be. Yeah, because it's a 10% chance to bust. It's a 25% chance to boom. And then a 65% chance to be a normal. So I'd say those numbers are pretty close to where they should be.
Interesting.
Yeah. In fact, yeah.
Doesn't seem that bad.
So that's kind of good to see that they're kind of playing out how you would expect as far as the percentages go.
Well, RNG being RNG.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was entirely possible we could have had 13 busts by now.
Oh yeah,
the way
absolutely.
RNG works.
Yep.
Which would have been hilarious.
All right, so we need to kind of pick this up a little bit because I have to stop at 3, so in 40 minutes. So Oldrig, vampires and the humans. Galentio, you went with who?
Vampires.
Vampires, okay.
No, we're on Necro versus.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh,
the Necro, yep, the rats and the
rats. That was it.
And I went with the draw first. That's true. Yep.
Yeah, and I went with Necro. So Galentio, Necro or rats. Necro.
Okay.
Cool.
The next matchup is Bob's Orcs and Agent Murloc's Nurgle. The Nurgle 1170. Take a quick look at his. This was the Strength Break bust, actually, this Pestigore. He used a Scout Flag on him. He busted, and he took the Strength Break. He has all 4 bloaters, 1 with Guard, 1 with Stand Firm. Those, I believe, are both free agents. The Rot Spawn is a rookie, and then he's got the Block Pesty. 11 Nurgle roster, only 2 rerolls, and he's at 1170. So pretty basic Nurgle for right now. The 2 free agents are kind of nice to have those.
Arguably the best player to get Strength Bust on, a Horn Pestigore.
Yep. Yep. If he chooses to blitz with him, he's still Strength 3. Well,
yeah, he's not left firing. Part of the
he
the
can't
flag
fire
thing,
him
no
yet.
firing.
Oh, you can't fire him yet?
Yep, because he
can't fire
because he
another.
took the bust. Also, when you use a Scout Flag, if you get a bust, the 2 rules are you can't fire them until they either take another stat break or they get enough SPP to take a second skill. At that point,
Zobiana says not accurate regarding the Nurgle because they're playing tomorrow, so they're obviously expecting to murder half the Nurgle team.
Yeah, that's true. So this roster isn't 100% accurate for what could be for the upcoming week. That is true. Bob's is, however, he's already played this week. He's at 1325 with his orcs, and it is a 12 orc roster. He's got a blitzer that is a free agent with Mighty Blow Tackle and Juggernaut. A couple of guard blitzers. Excuse me. And then a couple of free agent blockers. Both of them have block and guard, and then one has defensive and one has stand firm. So, pretty solid
Very
orc
nice
roster.
team.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Bob's a good orc coach as well. Only 2 rerolls, but this roster having 7 block, that's not as detrimental to only have 2 rerolls. And he does have sure hands on the thrower with sure hands. Obviously, that's an innate skill, but that helps with the pickup roll as well, with not having to use a reroll on it. So, a Nurgle roster that we're not 100% sure how it's going to look versus a very solid orc roster. Khornight, you are first.
Okay, I'll go. The orc team just looks so much better. I don't see how the Nurgle can get. I know, like the TV difference is 150k, which kind of for Nurgle not really enough to do anything. So I'm gonna go with the orcs.
If it was new rules, they would have Wither Grasp. That's actually decent, cheap Nurgle Star. But no, it's not the case now. So
I
gotta
mean,
go out.
there are plenty of actual good stars who aren't in Blood Bowl 3 at the moment who
Yeah.
might have actually made differences as well. But
Yeah.
Yeah, like Shane is still not, and we're gonna change rule set soon.
Yep. So you're going orcs
hey,
as well.
hey, RTSD, by the way.
Yeah. You're going orcs as well, Galentio?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna comment on RTSD here in a sec. I actually, just because you guys both win orcs, I think the orcs are gonna win too. But I'm gonna go with the draw. I'm looking at the Nurgle again, and he does have a bloater that is 2 SPP away from leveling, and a Pestigore that's 3. So it's possible that both of those could level after this game tomorrow night, and he could have a few extra skills. So I'll go with the draw and hope that maybe the Nurgle can pull something out there.
February or March in Blood Bowl 3, Scully.
Yep.
This weekend, if you're playing tabletop.
Probably around the end of this season in the OFL. So we'll probably have to have some changes potentially, and we may have to restart everything. We'll see how it goes.
I can't imagine them allowing people to carry on with.
Yeah, no,
with the old rosters.
They're not gonna. So it's gonna have to be more than likely a restart. But until we know for sure exactly how they're gonna release everything and get everything implemented, we won't make an official statement on it yet. But
you never know. There might be a whole nother season after that gets fitted in because of Cyanide being late.
Yeah, it's always possible. Yes. So
yeah, I'm in the wait and see if they can actually do March.
yeah, exactly. Hello, RTSD. I was waiting to say hello until we finished up that prediction. But yeah, I agree with you on the scouts. We did turn them up, but it looks. I mean, people are definitely utilizing the scout flag edition that we have, which is good because in the past we'd only have a few coaches doing it. So there definitely seems to be a lot more coaches that are participating in it and enjoying it. So we may have set it the tuning exactly where it needs to be. So
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So next matchup is Kurto and his Underworld against Tim Dog and his Khorn. I believe that they're both played. Yep, they're both played, so their rosters are set. So the Underworld, 14 Underworld roster. I like that. I like having a lot of players on the Underworld team. Looks good. He's got a really nice free agent blitzer with Mighty Blow, Tackle, and Claw. Rookie Rat Ogre. He's got a Gutter Runner. I know that is a free agent. And this Clan Rat is a free agent as well with Iron's Hard Skin and Strip Ball. The Gutter has Block, 2 Heads, Monstrous Mouth, but he is Armor Broke. Yeah. Oh, we got a Gobbo here that is Foul Appearance, and he is Strength Broke. And then we got an Iron Hard Skin Snotling. Obviously, a random.
Does that actually do anything? That's the opposite of doing something, right? They doesn't Iron Hard Skin say something like you can't bring your armor down to below 7, or was that
no?
before
It just says it can't
no
modify armor rolls. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the armor number.
Yeah, originally it said you couldn't. No, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But 1140 here for the Underworld. Only 2 rerolls. That's something to be aware of. But 1140 on the TV with a 14-man roster. Going against 10 Dogs Khorn. Looks like 60k is what the current inducement level will be, but he is missing a player, so he'll have an additional 50k. So it looks like maybe 10k is the difference in team value. 2 Khorn Gores, 1 with Block Sure Hands, so a nice ball carrier. Only 3 Blood Seekers, and he's missing 1 for this match, so only 2 Blood Seekers. Does have a Block Blood Spawn, though. That's very nice. And then 5 linemen, and he'll have the 6th rookie lineman. I don't like only having the 2 Blood Seekers, but the Block Blood Spawn does help offset that just a little bit. Makes him a little more reliable when you're doing those those blitzes.
I
And
mean,
hits.
it's hard to start with that much as Khornight. They're so
Yeah.
expensive.
Yep,
He's gone for
exactly.
3 rerolls, I think, which is why he's only got 3 seekers and then missing
Yep.
one is obviously
Yep.
problematic.
And he probably, if I had to guess, probably just added the second Khorngor. I don't think he would have started with 2 Khorngor, 3 Seekers, and the Blood Spawn. And
not with 3 rerolls, I think.
Rerolls. Yeah, I don't think
the stats say he's played 4 games.
played 3. So,
and played 3. Sorry, played 3. Yeah.
So okay, so maybe he did start with him then. Maybe one of the Blood Seekers is new then. Maybe he only started with 2. Stats. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. One of the Blood Seekers is new.
Azeroth the Imposter is a new Bloodseeker.
So he started with 2 Seekers and 2 Khorngors.
Yeah. I'm okay with that since he started with the Blood Spawn and 3 rerolls. The 3 rerolls is a big start for the Khorne. But yeah, so there you go. Galentio, you're first. Underworld versus the Khorne.
I think I'm gonna go with the Khorne.
Okay. I think I like the Underworld better in this one, but the Frenzy scares me. That Frenzy's going to get a lot of hits. But I love that killer blitzer that he has on the Underworld, so I'm going to go with the Underworld in this one.
It is one of those, what happens first? Do Khorne 1 in 9 or do they hit POW?
Yeah.
Which what they need to be hitting the stunties on the.
Oh, I didn't see clearly the gutter. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, the gutter's pretty nasty.
I think I'm going for a tie then.
Okay. I'll go for Khorne because I do think they can actually win this with a little bit of luck. Yep. Yeah, but I do think all 3 results are probably fairly similar.
Yeah, I think it's
like every game. You can play any game and say all 3 results are possible. Yes.
Yep. And not the last one, but the last one on the bottom of the list is the Goblins of Rushed versus Sophiana and their Renegades. So Rushed is Gobs are 1-1-1, and the Renegades are 0-2-0. Renegades still have to play their match, so their team could look a little different by that point in time. But currently they do have a Rat Ogre, a Troll, and is that it? Is that the only 2 big men they got? I believe it is, yep. So the Troll and the Rat Ogre. Rat Ogre is very nice free agent with Break Tackle, Block, Extra Arms, and Monstrous Mouth. I believe those were randoms.
I think it started with Break Tackle and Block.
Yeah.
I think maybe Extra Arms, but I think they added Extra Arms and Monstrous Mouth. Monstrous Mouth has been added since the last game.
Gotcha.
So it's going to be a Rat Ogre ball carrier
potentially, yeah,
with a 1 in 9 chance to catch the ball when handed off.
Yep. And with Break Tackle, that means they can dodge away from being marked as a ball carrier.
I mean, yeah, still. Wait, what is it? I always get mixed up.
No, it's
2 plus for
it's
5
plus
strength,
2.
right?
Yeah, it's plus 2 on the breakaway as long as he's not going into any other tackles.
With an ogre, that is a 2 plus. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a bad position.
No, you should save up for dodge. You want dodge to go with the break tackle.
Yeah, you would.
You don't need loaner reroll in dodge, right?
Yep.
You got a reroll for the catch. You don't have a reroll for the dodge.
Yeah, I think dodge. Assuming that's what he's doing, is using him as a potential ball carrier at times. I think dodge.
Zofiana said in chat, saving up for stat.
For a stat, yeah.
But obviously, if they get agility, that would be kind of.
That would be really good too. Yeah.
I think dodge is kind of better.
He is his ball carrier. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes this team a lot of fun for real. Having it that way, but I think dodge definitely works better with the break tackle, and it helps him stay upright more, right? Because now players in him have to have tackle or get the POW.
Yeah,
but it's really nice to have that synergy with the reroll on the break tackle for the times you do roll the the 1 on the break tackle.
Yeah, and you can always just go for the stats, and if you, I guess if you want agility and you want movement, then you're just going to take those and you'll get them.
Right. But if you don't get them on the stat, then you can still take the double, which would be the dodge.
I think every option has either movement or agility as a choice.
Movement, yes, not agility.
No, so like movement's like 10 of them, and agility's like
3 of them, I think.
No, three of them, and then the other
3 or 4. Yeah.
The other 2 are pick whatever you like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think I like the dodge better than the movement, though. To be honest, I like the movement for sure, but I think I'd want dodge before movement, and then get movement after that, assuming you don't get the agility.
He's only got room for 2 more skills.
2 more skills, yeah. But I think that's where you'd want to go, is probably dodge and move. Or agility, if you get the agility, if you choose to go that route.
It's a tricky... It's a tricky play style.
It is, but it's fun. That's definitely... There's no denying that. It is definitely fun. Okay, well, that's...
I bet you it dies before he gets a chance to get another skill.
It's possible. It's absolutely
That's
possible.
my prediction.
Absolutely possible.
Yeah, they lose all the pressure not having a big guy on the front lines.
It could die this game because he is going against goblins. So goblins are you never know. And Bob plays his goblins pretty decently. So
yeah, a 1-1-1 record
or Rushed.
for goblins.
Sorry, not Bob. Rushed.
Yeah, a 1-1-1 record for goblins is pretty good, right?
Yep. And his loss came to my Norse in week 1. So, so he's got a troll with block guard. He's got another troll with grab. The fanatic is a break tackle and mighty blow. Brawler and mighty blow. Hooligan does have his sneaky get, as you would expect. Everybody else is rookies. He is missing 1, so he'll have a 12 gob roster. I like the brawler on the fanatic. That helps with his...
I mean, it's slightly scary, but I guess it's a stage of safety and also rolling more powers when you do get.
Yeah, and it won't help him obviously when he's getting hit, but I do like it paired with the mighty blow. I like it on offense for sure.
It's budget block.
Yeah,
it's scary having 3 secret weapons on a 12-player goblin team, though.
Yes. And he does have extra money, so he could pick up an extra goblin if he wanted to. The inducement's 10.25, and Sophiana is at 11.40, but still has to play a match. So if it were to play today, Bob would be getting 115. I'm sorry, I keep saying Bob. Rushed would be getting 115 in inducements. So, I think I'm first now. This is one where I wish I knew what the Renegades was going to look like coming into this, but I like how Rush has been playing the Goblins, so I'm going to go with a draw on this one. I think the Goblins can keep it close enough to have fun with it.
Otherwise known as a Goblin win.
Yes.
So, amongst the Goblin coaches, a draw is, inverted commas, Goblin win. Who's next?
Last one is my matchup against Detox.
So no, I mean.
Oh yeah, you guys got to pick. Yeah, you are Aldrich. Aldrich. You are Khornight. Man, I'm all messed up.
I'll go with the Renegades, I guess. So, scary though. Go on then.
I'll go with the Goblins, just to be controversial.
Yeah.
I think they have a good shot at just doing variant stuff.
All right.
In the game where the Chaos Renegade is relying on variance to have the Roger be a good ball carry, I think the Goblins will be better at variance.
Yeah. Last matchup is going to be my matchup against Detox in his Amazon. Detox still has to play tonight. He has a 12-girl roster. He does have a line woman with block and dirty player. I believe that was a free agent. He has a diving catch Line Woman. That's interesting that he chose Diving Catch.
No, that's a double. So it's a random.
Oh, yeah, that's a double.
Okay.
You're right. It is a random. Yep.
Yeah.
He doubled a random. A random's a double. Yep.
What are you going? You've already got dodge. Why are you randomly agility?
Yeah.
I guess you're going sneaky get. But like you're going for the 1 in 12 or 1 in 11.
Yeah.
Sneaky get.
Yeah, I guess that's what his thought was, to try to get it. But already having a dirty player, I don't know that I like doing that. I don't know. I mean, I understand why he did it for sure. Because if you get that sneaky get, then you just put dirty player on him next, and you got a really solid one.
Or a team that already has two
Fowlers.
could be. Oh no, I was going to say, guard is much better, right? If you could build all your warrior linemen to be lodge guard, I'd pick that over, being lucky.
The sneaky get dirty player, yeah.
And Jugs is good, and Mighty Blow is good, and
he is only running one blocker right now. I'm assuming the other one died. And
I imagine the space at the top of the roster.
Yep. He's 5K short of replacing her for his matchup tonight, which means he will have her replaced for the matchup against me. So he'll have both of them against me, assuming this one doesn't die in the match tonight. 2 blitzers, one with block, the other is a free agent with strip ball, fend, and catch. And then he's got a thrower. So 11-girl roster. Detox is a very good coach, and he's good with Amazons as well. So like I said, assuming he'll have both blockers against me. My roster, and I am at 1265. Detox is at 1050 currently, but he should have that blocker back, which would put him at another 110. So that'd put him at 1160, assuming he had his full roster. So he would be around 100K short of me currently. I do have an Ulf that will be missing the game, but my other Ulf is block. I've got both Zerkers. One is Mighty Blow, one is Mighty Blow and Sidestep. This Rollo was the one that boomed on his scout flag and took Sidestep. I got a Wrestle free agent Valkyrie. That's my defensive Valkyrie. And then my girl I'm building up to be the ball carrier. Lineman, I have a dirty player that is a free agent. I have a random tackle and a random shadowing, and then 2 rookies. 2 beer bores, and the Yeti is a free agent with Mighty Blow and guard. So we'll have 13 players going against the Zons, minus an Ulf. Only 1 tackle, that's the lineman. But the 2 Mighty Blow plus the Yeti Mighty Blow, hopefully I can get a few takedowns with that, and if I do, hopefully the Mighty Blow kicks in. Only 2 rerolls at this point. I'm saving up to get my 3rd, but I'm 5K short, so I won't have that for this upcoming match. Obviously, I'm going to take myself. I think the most likely result in this one would be a draw, though, but I will never bet against myself. So,
yeah,
I'm taking the Norse.
I actually like the Norse as well. I think the Mighty Blow, and I think Norse are one of the better teams against Zons at the best, all the time anyway. And the fact you've got more damage making, as well as the frenzy and the Mighty Blow and the block is what Zons should kind of be
scared of. Yeah. Yep.
Galentio?
I want to say Zons just to be toxic, but no.
Yeah.
Well, I know, and like I said, Detox is a very good coach. He's good with Amazons. I put our skill level pretty evenly matched. And we both tend to play. Our style of play is different, but we play the same races. We're both Kimry coaches, Lizard coaches. We both like Amazons. So
the control one.
Yeah, but our style of play is completely different. Like I am more of a hitter and try to remove players. He's more of a really play safe and position and don't be aggressive at all. And so it's definitely 2 different play styles, which makes it fun games to watch.
Yeah, but I think your team is more well-rounded than his.
Yeah, at this point.
And more developed.
Yeah. Yep. All right, I think that's everybody in the WFC. So the last division is the LFC, and we will quickly run through the results of week 3. We still have one match to be played, RTSD and Vala. But Itchin and Matt ended up a 2-1 win.
I need to check that league.
Okay.
I need to check that league because it's a bug, because I think it's turned upside down because Khornight is at top. I need to check on my website.
Yeah. Something's not right?
It must be another bug. I'll get that fixed.
Yeah.
Itchin is Renegades and Matt is Nurgle, I believe. Yeah, Nurgle. So 2-1 win for the Nurgle there. Darkwing is Elven Union. Lost 0-2 to Khornight's Necro. Mr. Plasmid and his Rogue Squadron is Khorn. They lost 1-2 against the Dwarves of Loki. Minkernator with his Badland Raiders, which I believe is Orcs, won 2-0 over Dracnian.
Chaos
Chosen, yep. Galentio's Lizards won 2-0 over Ethel and his Norse. And then the match still to be played is the Vampires of RTSD and Vala the Third and his Dark Elves. So, Galentio, any comments on your matchup against Ethelred?
Get good. No.
I mean, Ethelred basically did say as much. He said he felt like he was outplayed.
Yeah, he did. He definitely said Galentio was the better coach in that game.
Yeah, it was a simple, very safe game style for me, just because I only had one reroll. I already got the second.
Nice.
Why? Team is twice as strong now. But it was just making sure that the Crocs and the 2 guard were always semi-close, so he couldn't get hits on them, and just use them to basically dominate the field.
Gotcha. All right.
And make sure that they didn't base the Valkyries for free punches also.
Yeah, with their Dauntless.
I think I could have gotten more removals, but it was one of those games where Norse are resilient.
They had dwarf armor.
They didn't have dwarf armor, but the times I broke armor was mostly stuns. More
gotcha.
like kind of...
Yeah.
Not even thick skull, it was just normal stuns.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I just dominated. Like in the second half, I had a bit more luck with a bunch of stuns and a bit of removals, and from there it was snowballing.
Gotcha.
You couldn't advance up the field without being in a very much potato scenario.
Okay. Khornight, your Necro matchup against the Elven Union of Darkwing?
Yeah, as I kind of predicted, me not taking more players meant that the elves were didn't have much of a team, and he was aggressive and tried to base up and tried to get the ball as quickly as he could, but I banged him out basically.
Gotcha.
Removed players and slowly moved my way up the pitch to the point where he was not standing up players anymore.
Yeah.
I think I even scored early and went for in the hope that I could score a second touchdown in the first half. That wasn't but in the second half I carried on removing elves. I think he might have failed something stupid like 4 KOs or something, which kind of left him with even less players. So then I just wandered up the field and scored on him.
Yeah, it was pretty much what you expected. The removals, he was already short anyway, and the removals just made it even harder.
Yeah, I do think he played quite aggressively. So you said, or might have been Ethel, that he wants to throw the ball, and that's what he did. He might have chosen to receive the ball and gone for a pass really early on, which was like, he rolled like 4 2+s and one of them snaked, and then that was essentially the end of his game.
Yeah,
which is why it's kind of a bad idea to go for that kind of rapid scoring play at the beginning. I think also he tried to go up the sidelines, which against Necro with like 2 stand firms, sidesteps and frenzy, is not a great combination.
It's a recipe for potential disaster for sure.
I think I surfed like 4 of his players.
Yeah.
As well as fouling, as well as being punched, getting pushed down the sideline. So
All right. Well, in the standings for this one, Galentio and Khornight are both still perfect at 3-0. Nicely done, guys.
The in-game table says Galentio's higher, but the Nuffle XYZ is actually correct and has me above because I have a better CAS rating.
Imagine a 10 website being better than a AAA table.
Funnily enough, I believe, I don't remember. Yeah, there was in the NFC. So there's one perfect record in the NFC. You two, me, and then potentially Detox if he wins tonight. So there still could be 5 perfect records after this week.
Yeah.
And then in second place by himself is Minkernator, and then the log jam begins from there. All right, so final thing here. Let's do the quick run through of this week's matchups. Khornight, you're first against Itchin Masak. So Khornight's Necro at 12:05.
Again, I will suggest to everyone to search out the Fluff channel in the OFL Discord.
Yes, for Itchin's Fluff.
His long stories that are essentially just bonus jokes in story form.
Yep.
But yeah.
Very well written and fun read from Itchin.
Yeah, exactly.
So his Renegades at 11:25. So TV as is, he would be getting 80K from Khornight. Let's look at his roster first here. He does have a 11 Renegade roster, so I would assume his TV is not going to change unless he hires somebody, which he could. He does only have 2 rerolls. His 3 big guys, he's got an Ogre, a Troll, and a Rat Ogre. They're all still rookies, so definitely potential calamity abound with those 3 players. Unlike the Renegade team we looked at earlier, where 2 of the 3 big men at least had block to kind of make it a little more safe. His Dark Elf is still a rookie. He does have a block lineman. He also has a pro lineman. And then a free agent thrower that has block, sure hands, and leader to give him his 3rd reroll. And then a goblin. So not a very scary looking Renegade team yet. But
Itchin is a very good player, so
he is. He's a good coach.
He's not had a good record so far, but I am concerned that his dice will change when he faces me.
And
early Chaos Renegades are harsh.
Yeah, and early ones are, definitely. And he's gotten 2 draws with them, so that's not terrible. Khornight in his Necro at 12:05. He does have his full roster as well of 11, so I would assume his TV is not going to change. So it looks like
well, it is because I'm buying a free agent. It's going to go.
Oh, that's right. He did buy a free agent. I forgot about that. He bought a werewolf free agent. That
160, 180, 180.
Yep. Let's go look at that real quick and tell everybody what the free agent is. It is a werewolf named Kidneys, and this werewolf will be coming with block, dodge, sidestep, and tackle. So a level 5 werewolf free agent will be joining the team. It will be another 205K in value. So that will put him up to 1410. He will instantly become one of the higher TV teams in the entire league. He has a rookie Golem. He has a free agent Golem here with Block Guard Mighty Blow. This Wraith is a free agent with Mighty Blow and Sprint. And then a rookie Wraith to go along with him. He does have a Block Ghoul. And his other werewolf is Dodge and Mighty Blow. This one boomed, I believe, correctly?
Yeah, it was a boom.
So
it was a stat up boom, but I decided that the Mighty Blow was a better result than the stats I rolled, which was
movement and armor.
No, I think might be yeah.
He's got a wrestle zombie that was a chosen wrestle. And then he's got a ghoul with Pro that is armor broke. Definitely going to be the better skilled team going into this matchup. Having that second wolf is going to be massive. It's going to make a massive difference in this one, I think.
Yeah.
1410 on his total TV versus Itchin's 1125, so just under 300. 285 in inducements. So it'd be interesting.
That sounds plausible.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how Itchin decides to go with that, but yeah. So Khornight, I'm assuming you're going to take yourself.
Yep, of course. Always vote for yourself.
Yep.
Team, you can always win.
Yep. Galentio?
Yeah, I think Khornight has definitely the advantage here.
Yeah, I do too. Depending on how Itchin takes his inducements, does he take another big man star player and have 4 big men? That could make things interesting. But those 2 wolves
at that price range, I don't know who. Yeah, it doesn't have enough.
Yeah, and I don't even know. I don't even know who the Renegades get as star players. I don't play them enough to know.
I think it's the Minotaur one.
Grashnak.
All the Chaos ones. So Grashnak.
The Chaos.
Yeah.
What's his name? Withergrass Double Drool, or the one with or Lugrip. I mean.
Yeah.
In Blood Bowl 3, and the Buckethead, Lord Borat.
Yeah.
And
Lord Borak with 30 players plus 2.
Yeah. Borat's 260, I think. Right? Did you say it was 260 was the difference?
285, I think.
Yeah, so you could get Borat.
All right, to be different, I'll take the draw. Itchin has he's already gotten 2 out of 3 draws, so with that level of inducements, I'll take him to pull the draw out of his ass in this matchup. All right.
Cool.
The next one.
I think we can safely assume that Ethelred goes for Itchin as a anti
you. Yeah. Yeah. The next matchup, Matt and his Nurgle against Plasmid and his
Khorn.
Yep.
Khorn, I think.
Galentio, I'm getting a lot of static when you're miking up.
Oh, is that him?
Oh, there we go.
Cool.
I heard him say.
Might be cat activities.
Yeah, there we go. I didn't know if you were miking up to say something and it was just all static, or if it was just background noise it was picking up. But all right, so Mr. Plasmid's Khorn is at 950. He is missing 2 linemen, so he'll have 1 loner lineman to put him up to 1,000 even. He does have all 4 Bloodseekers and 2 Khorn Gore. No blood spawn and only 2 rerolls. So
this is the blood spawn that died, right? So we did mention it.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it was.
Singapore.
Yep. And so yeah, pretty basic Khorn team. No block yet will be an issue when he's doing all those frenzy hits, but
I think again the blood spawn might have had block.
It may have, yeah. All right, so that's Mr. Plasmid. He'll be at 1,000, and he is going against Matt's Nurgle at 1,230, so 230k in inducements. Nice amount of inducements, but the Nurgle do have a block Rot Spawn and a block Guard Bloater, which is nice. 3 rookie bloaters, a block Pesty, and he does have a second Pest score hiding down here with block. So 2 Pesties, both with block, and then a shit ton of Rotters. That is a lot of Rotters. One of them is Wrestle. So, 230 inducements. It looks like the Nurgle do have a lot more skills, and the guard.
Well, I mean, so my gambly choice for 230. I think 230 is enough for Sylar, the second Bloodspawn, whose special skill is when he rolls a 1 on his wild frenzy thing.
Yeah.
he gets to bite. He gets to punch an opponent player. So you can effectively do 4 blocks in a turn with him.
Oh,
He's
wow.
a frenzy. So he does his first 2 frenzy hits, or the the failed wild animal block frenzy hit first. I can't remember which way around it is.
I'm assuming he has to be marked on somebody to punch him on that skill.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're doing a block, then you block who you're next to,
exactly.
And if you're still next to someone after doing a block, then you can do another one.
Yeah, that's interesting, huh?
It's the start of your turn, so you if you're doing a blitz, there has to be someone you're marking already, and if you're moving, for example, then it be someone you're marking already.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could use it as a way to move him without and hope you get the 1, 2, 3 for the special play.
Interesting. Is that a once per game or a once per half?
I think it's once per game.
Once per game, yeah.
It seems way too good
for once per half. For once per half, yeah. That'd be way
away. Well, once per game is already quite fun. Yeah. Let's say. But yeah, once per half would be too much.
All right, Galentio, you're first. Nurgle or the Khorn?
I think I'm gonna go with the Nurgle just because of how the matchup works, and they don't have a blood spawn.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I like the Nurgle in this one too. I'm gonna go Nurgle.
Yeah, for once I can't even bring myself to say draw. The Nurgle are a better team, and I don't think it would be offensive to say that Matt is a better coach as well. He's previously won OFL. He's a very good coach. So,
yep.
This is Nurgle's game to lose, let's say.
Yep. All right, I got about 15 minutes, so we need to speed through these. Darkwing and Draconian. Elven Union against Draconian and his Chaos Chosen. Both are down towards the bottom. The Chaos Chosen are missing 1 player, so he'll have an additional 60k loner. We'll put him at 1130. He does have a nice blocker, free agent, killer with block guard, stand firm, mighty blow claws. 3 other blockers, and then the rest are all beastmen, no minotaur. He does have a nice beastman too, with claw, mighty blow, block, and guard. The claw will be useless against the Elven Union, but the mighty blow will definitely potentially come into play.
So the Elven Union will have their blitzers back this week. They were both out for the game against me.
Gotcha.
Which made my game much easier. But yes, claw might actually be able to injure someone.
Yeah, on those 2.
Yeah. The elves are also down a player too, so both players will be
they have loners.
Became more.
Yep.
So
something of note here: the Chosen only have 1 reroll and no leader, so 1 reroll per half, unless the kickoff table decides to be kind to them. The Elven Union does have their full roster back: 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He is short 1 player, as Khornight mentioned, which means he'll have an additional 60k as well. So that's basically a wash.
That's a very interesting free agent right there.
This was his franchise from the previous era. He kept him, and he decided to keep that thrower. The thrower is beat up, minus strength, minus move, but he strictly uses him for a passing game. He's very aggressive in the passing game. So that's why he's kept him. And Khornight also kind of alluded to that when he went through his recap of their matchup. He does have both catchers. 1 is dodge, and he'll have both blitzers. 1 is a free agent with dodge, frenzy, and diving tackle. 3 rerolls.
So he's going to enjoy the Hail Mary pass thrower.
Yeah. 4 rerolls with leader. So theoretically a safer team.
Yeah, I think in a perfectly even world, not knowing anything about either coach, I would say the Elven Union has the advantage just because of all the rerolls, and they can just be elves and do elf shit.
Yeah.
But the Chosen do have better placed skills, I think, and can do a lot of damage with those 2 mighty blows. So I'm first this time. I think I'm going to go a draw here. I think I think damage is done to the Dark Elves, or to the Pro Elves, but I think the Pro Elves are going to be good enough to score once or twice and make it a draw.
I'm going with the Elven Union just because the Chaosians have no tackle. I don't think it matters in this matchup that much. It matters for the Blitzer and
The
that
Blitzer.
catcher and
Yep.
that liner.
Yeah, there's 2 players. I mean, and they're the 2 players that he uses the most as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and from playing the Chaos coach, the Drak, is going through a lack of confidence, let's say, and that might have affected how he plays the rest of the games this season.
Yep. Well, and if he's able to get hits on the elves and not break them, especially with the mighty blow, that could get into his head a little bit as well.
So it's funny. I think Darkwing has an overabundance of confidence more than he should have.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. He does not lack confidence.
Again, I'm going to say this again. That it's a coin flip, and I actually think this is one of those where it's unlikely to be a draw. I think someone's going to win. It's either the Chaos murder the elves and get the win, or the elves manage to huck the ball into the end zone and then turn them over and keep outscoring them. So, but I'm going to go with the Chaos just because that's the only result that hasn't been dictated by you two.
All right, let's skip Galentio's real quick. We'll do his last. Minkernator and RTSD. Minkernator is in third with his Orcs, and RTSD still has to play with his Vampires. The Orcs look like this. A couple of nice blockers, Biggins, both with block guard, one with Mighty Blow, 2 rookie Biggins, 3 rookie Blitzers, a tackle Mighty Blow Blitzer, and then 3 linemen. So no Troll, no Goblin, no Thrower. 3 rerows, pretty solid normal Orc build here. Nothing too special. And then RTSD's Vampires, who could look different by the time they play, since RTSD still has to play his current week's match. He has 5 Thralls, 5 Vampires, the Vargeist, and then 4 normal. The normal start you would expect, 2 throwers, 2 runners. He's got a dodge thrower, a rookie thrower, a block dodge pro runner, and then a block runner. And then a random wrestle thrall. That's a nice random skill up. And then, of course, his Vargeist does have block and Mighty Blow. Okay? That's free agent. Pretty solid built Vampire team. 4 rerolls as well, which I like. Yeah, this is a very solid build. Assuming he has this full roster going into this game, this could be a really good game to watch.
Yeah, I played against him on round 1 or 2, if you remember. And he plays the Vampires well. Probably not the best lineup to develop Vampires in terms of races. Like, it's the kind of lineup where of course, they win games. But any game a Vampire might die, basically.
Yeah. I think RTSD has won the OCC with Vampires, hasn't he?
Yeah, in Blood Bowl 2.
In Blood Bowl 2, yeah. With the old rule set, yeah.
Yeah.
I still remember that team dodging through my team like there were no tackles.
Yeah, he was nasty with that team. I played it a few times. Khornight, I think you're first on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go to RTSC just because I think he's a very good coach. So,
yeah, and we don't know a whole lot about Minkernator yet. He's a newer coach to the league.
But I think it's interesting that maybe the Claw Mighty Blow Varg is actually a strong pick in this kind of game, right? He's going to be able to maybe pick apart 1 or 2 Orc.
Yeah,
I assume that's what the hope would be.
Very potentially could, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Galentio.
Yeah, but Vampires. It's just a worry that one of them might die.
Yeah.
Especially one of the runners.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, the Orcs are built nice so far. They're pretty cookie cutter, and he did have the one Blitzer that can do some damage.
Yeah, he's got tackle Mighty Blow.
I'm gonna believe in his record so far of 2-0-1, and I'm gonna go with the Orcs here to take RTSD down.
Cool.
All right, almost done here. Ethelred, his Norse against Vala, and his Dark Elves. Vala still has the play, so his roster could look a little different. He will have this blitzer back for sure. He's got 2 dodge blitzers, and then everybody else is rookies. 3 rerolls, only 1 witch elf, all linemen. Yeah, so it's just a matter of what his roster is going to look like when he goes up against the Norse. So those Norse are at 12:30. He has a rookie Yeti, 1 beer boar. That's a rookie. He will be missing a lineman. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 other rookie linemen. He has a pile driver lineman, which was a random because that's a secondary skill.
Yeah.
He has 1 berserker.
If he'd have picked pile driver, I would have had to have words.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah. When I first seen it, I was like, why in the world does he? And then I realized that was a double. A rookie Ulf, a block Ulf, who is 2 SBP away from getting his second skill. A rookie Valkyrie, and then his free agent Valkyrie with block on the ball and sure feet. So, yeah. The Norse at 12:30 with a 12-man roster against however the Dark Elves are going to look. If the Dark Elf has their full roster, they would be at 12:40. So they would be pretty even on TV if they have their rosters full as they are.
Yeah.
Galentio, you're first.
I think I could always say Khornight always loses, but
or Ethel, you mean?
Sorry, I confused games.
I mean, Khornight does lose every once in a while, but
I think Ethel is gonna struggle if the Yeti doesn't do stuff. I think it's a Yeti decides the game kind of game.
Is this the first game he's played with the Yeti? I forget. He said he could buy it. That was last game, wasn't it?
He played with the Yeti against me, but it didn't do much. I think the advantage goes to the Orcs on this one, to be honest.
The Dark Elves.
The Dark Elves.
I'm seeing the wrong matchup then.
Yeah, he's playing the Dark Elves of Vala.
Oh, I was seeing round 5. I was seeing the Orcs of round 5. He's gonna go against the Orcs on round 5. Spoiler alert. I think a tie. If it's against the Dark Elves, I think it's a tie.
All right. I'm gonna stay with Norse Solidarity and take Ethel.
I actually think the Norse should win this, but Ethel is going to make a terrible mistake around turn 14 and throw it away, and so it's going to be a Dark Elf win.
So you're saying Ethel's going to Ethel?
Which you won't hate because he doesn't mind it. Dark Elves win.
Dark Elves win, yeah. I will say, speaking of the Yeti, it made me remember in my matchup this last week with the Rats, my Yeti was horrible. First hit, double skull. Second hit that he tried, double both down, and he didn't have block. He's got Mighty Blow and whatever else. And then a little later in the game, he had a hit with 3 dice, 2 skulls, and a both down. So yeah, my Yeti was not he was not the best player he could be in my last matchup.
I think the best thing you can say about Yeti is opponents tend to be more afraid of them than they should be.
Than they should be, yeah, exactly.
And that's worth quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. But I like playing Norse without. I do also play them with them as well. So
you have to.
I think it's 50-50. I did like one season in Blood Bowl 2. I did a ladder run with a Norse team with the Yeti and a Norse team without the Yeti, and the no Yeti team got into playoffs and the Yeti team didn't. So that's that. From that point on, that was always my argument.
Yeah.
And I think the no Yeti build is better for fouling. I think fouling is better.
Yeah.
But
in the new version,
well
it's definitely, I think fouling's a better way to go with them. But if you do take the Yeti, you have to know going in you can't count on him for anything, and you shouldn't do anything that's majorly important with him.
But at the same time, you've got to get value out of him. At the same time, you've got 140k of player who you need to be using to 140k's worth of potential. You know.
Yep, absolutely.
So sometimes you've got to make those choices.
Sophiana says he doesn't like Yetis. His first and only Yeti in the ladder rolled 8 skulls in a row and killed himself. So yeah, I imagine you probably never messed with a Yeti again after that.
That sounds to me like there were 6 skulls that were really well rolled that didn't involve death of a Yeti. It's only the last 2 that were bad.
And then Scully says he just doesn't get Norse game plan at all.
Like they're basically elves, but instead of dodging away on a 2+, you punch your opponent away. +. That's why I think.
All right,
that's the way I play them.
Because I'm short on time here. So last matchup, Galentio and Loki. Loki is dwarves. Where is his? There is his team. He will have his full roster 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's only got 10 roster players though, so he will have an additional loner lineman. He's got a guard, mighty blow, stand firm, free agent, and then a guard blocker. And then he has his runner, legendary free agent, who is edge boosted, move boosted, fend, block, sidestep, and dodge. So a really nice runner there. 2 blitzers, 1 troll slayer. And that would put him at 1190 with the extra player. He is going against Galentio's Lizards at 3-0. Galentio does have 3 free agents, the Croxagore with block guard and pro. Very nice Croxagore. Love the pro on him. I think that's the big man that can take the best advantage out of the pro is the Croxagore. And then his 2 source free agents, one is block guard, tackle, and mighty blow. For rookie source, only 3 skinks. Not enough money to buy another one. He will have a loner skink, though, for his 11th player, which will put him at 1250. Only 3 skinks could be a big issue, especially against the dwarves with all the tackle. Have a feeling it's going to be very important with how you position and play your 3 skilled players. And as he mentioned earlier, he does have the second reroll now. So 1250 to Loki's 1190, which means Loki would get 60k, which I would assume would probably be a keg.
No, he's gonna get more because then I get the loner. So
yeah, I was adding the loner in because he's gonna have a loner as well.
You both have loners.
Oh, he's gonna have a loner as well.
So he's at 1190.
And his loner's more expensive.
Yeah, his 10k more expensive. So he'll be at 1190. You'll be at 1250, I believe. So
I think it depends. It depends a lot on. Yeah, he's gonna get the keg most likely. There's not much you can do.
Yeah, I mean he could do the 3 different mix of cheerleaders and coaches, but the keg's more important, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like of any team to maybe pick the coaches and cheerleader, a team that's got thick skull on every player is maybe the one to do it.
Yep. Yeah. I think I'm first on this one. So, as much as I really like lizards, they're one of my favorite races, and as good as Galentio is, I think this is going to be a really hard matchup for him, with only having 4 skinks and one of those being a loner. I think the draw is probably the likely result here, but with that goofy dwarf runner that Loki has, I think
it's you say goofy, it's the meta. Bash teams with the stat is up, ball carrier is the way to build all the bash teams now, right?
Yep. And I think that runner makes the difference, so I'm actually going to take Loki to win here. And I hate that because I hate dwarves, but I just think that it plays a little more in his favor in this case. And Loki is a good dwarf coach.
Galentio, are you picking yourself?
Yeah. of course, but
Of course.
it's not gonna be easy. If push comes to shove and the game starts to snowball on me, I might just play Morph to keep the team safe and
keep
to
the
win.
team alive. Yeah. Yep.
It's still not do or die matches. It's still we're developing a
and
team matches.
You started out at 3-0, so taking a draw or a loss here isn't going to kill you at all.
Mm-hmm.
The more important thing is keeping your team alive. Yep.
Yeah. But it's one of those games where the rookie Saurus have more of a role than most.
Yeah.
Because if they don't 1 in 9 and just keep the dwarfs down, it also helps a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not gonna be easy. Not a good matchup for me.
At least you're
but
getting
also not a good matchup for the dwarves.
No, it's not. Absolutely, it's not. That's one of the worst matchups for a dwarf team, actually. But at least you're getting it out of the way early, right? As opposed to later in the season, unless you guys are actually in the same division.
Yeah, I was going to say, Galentio and I are in the playing last game of the season, so we could both keep our perfect records until we face each other. Yeah. But it's not the end of the season. It's only the conference, and then we go into our separate divisions.
Galentio is not in the same division. He is in the division with the Vampires, the Chosen, and the Khorn. So you will only see the Dwarves once.
That's a not
relief.
A good division.
A relief, yeah.
That's not a good division for lizards.
Yeah, because by the time you have to play all them again, they're going to be built up quite a bit more. So
yeah.
Khornight. Did you say who you're taking, Khornight?
I'll go for the draw because no one else picked it. It's going to be a really close one. It's really I'm excited. Is this the game of the round? I guess.
Yeah, I would say this is probably the best game of the week.
Yeah, I think is Loki one of the previous OFL winners?
Yes.
In LFC as well.
Yep.
So we do have a few of them.
Yep.
But yeah,
I think the draw is the most likely result. I could see, if the Lizards receive first, they're able to stall out and score on turn 8, and then I could see it being kind of like Galentio said. Things start to snowball a little bit, then he just kind of plays pretty safe and doesn't even try to stop him, or go crazy to try to stop him, because if you're doing that, you're probably putting a couple players out by themselves, which is going to give him a chance to get them down and foul him potentially. So, yeah, I could see a draw definitely being the result here.
Yeah. Cool.
But
done.
Yep, that is it. And we're going to jump off here, guys. Thanks, everybody, for getting on and watching. Galentio, Khornight, thanks for jumping on and co-hosting.
No worries.
No worries.
Yep, and we'll plan on next week, if everything works out, doing it again. So
around the same time, yeah?
Yep, give or take. Yep.
Or, yeah, maybe half an hour later, maybe half an hour.
Half hour earlier, yeah. Yep. So, all right. Thanks again, everybody, for getting on and watching. We will see everybody hopefully next week on the next recap. And good luck in your matches next week, everyone. And we'll talk to you next time.
Goodbye.